How sweet, bestie. Let me let the besties know we live. We out here, you feel me? I don't know what sound to put. Mm, I guess this one. I'm ready, as you should be, bestie. As you should be. As you should be. Hey, besties. What's going on? Me waiting to see if my story uploaded. Yes. Hey, bestie, you look pretty today. Thank you. Thank you. How sweet. Y'all are so nice today. I mean, y'all are always nice, but hey, boo, just woke up from that mood. I really should get like a straw. No te pegado a ningún lado. A ningún lado. Es lo malo. Bestie, I'm real offended. Why? What happened, Brody? Watching the ads. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm early for once. Not a la serving legs. Stop it. I wish. Yes, but I was going to start dinner and not looking forward to it, but now I am since you're on. Get it done, Bestie. Get it done. Hey, Bestie, beautiful hair. Thank you. Look who's here after being absent for weeks. I have a live up, Bestie. This is my second live. This is my second live in the past couple of days. Your hair looks so cute. Is it just a bun or a claw? I have a clip in it. There's a little clippy clip. But this is like curled hair. So that's probably why it looks like that. Because it was like curled. Is you ready to be a girl that I make up? I did. I'm trying to do my makeup. Like, I'm trying to get it together. You feel me? Because I have so much makeup, I don't even really use it. Like, I feel like people are on their natural journey, which I was too. Oh, Betsy left me on red one for the next live, and I missed the last cheese. You're right. I'm sorry. I literally, it's dude, I'm so sorry, Brody. It's because like I get so many IG messages that like I open them and like I forget to reply sometimes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Brody. I apologize. Because you're right. I did read your message and I don't know why I thought I like answered you, but I didn't. I apologize. That one's on me. That one's on me. I just haven't taken advantage of my hair, like my hair color, you know what I mean? So like I have this underneath. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little flip. A little flip. You wrong for that. No, I am wrong. Oh, Chorizo, you beginning got you glowing. Bessie out here to them. I'm so sorry. No, it happens all the time. And like I have so many like requests, it's ridiculous. Bessie, what did you ask for when you did your hair? I just got balayage with baby lights, and I just asked for like a color blocking money piece. That's what it is, color blocking money piece. So you know, usually girls would get like the what's it called, the money piece where it's like split like that. But I got it to where I have one side. Let me move it over real quick for you guys, for the girlies. So this side is supposed to be blonde only, but it's already growing out. But like blonde and then my natural hair color and then blonde underneath. So like it's gonna, if you do want this, it would be a color blocking piece, if that makes sense. Yeah. And it's not easy having this. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm almost off work, so I am glad I get to watch a live mood. Yeah, happy Saturday. Let's see. No, because why you left me on red as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Literally, you have to like double message me. I apologize. Like, if y'all could see my inbox, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy out here, but it is what it is. Thank you. This is pre-curled hair. Like, I curled it yesterday, so I want to say that that's why it's all right. It's like second day curled hair. And I've been seeing this like little do on TikTok, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, see if it'll work. Bestie breaking hearts, leave me on red. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. All right. So let's get into some topics today. Do y'all want confessions? Let me know so I can put like a little poll or like the thing so that way they can send in the confessions. I'm honestly like scared though. Now everyone calling out the bestie. I've seen 3 separate confessions and then have been read. What do you mean, like yours? I don't know, bestie. I try to get to as many as I can. Y'all want to ask a confession? Okay, let me put it on Instagram. Let's put it on Instagram while we get into like some story times and some chismecito, and we'll have the besties throw in their confessions. You feel me? Vamos a confesarnos hoy. ¿Confesiones o qué pedo? Confessions o se rajan. That's what I'm gonna put. There we go. There we go. Okay. Your confessions are another. No, literally. Yes, I want to confess. Okay, Bessie, I think my IG messages and you haven't read it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's wait. Because I don't know, you know, because I feel like it's going to be too obvious as you now. Let's give it some time, but I'll go look at my request. Me having to, like. Bessie, are you sure? Because I'm looking. Oh, I found you. Dang, you was deep in the trenches. I got you. I'll add you to the mix later on, so that way it's not obvious that it's you. You know what I mean? Okay, dude. So I was talking to one of my besties today, right? And we were on the topic of los tiempos viejos. You feel me? Like back in the day, like our abuelitos and abuelitas, and I was who was that? Oh, okay, and I was like thinking like, damn, back in the day they was wilding, like for sure. I was just like I immediately started thinking about my grandpa and like she was telling me about her grandparents and we were just like comparing, you know what I mean? And I was like, bro, like they tienen otros pensamientos, straight up. And like she was telling me about like how some stuff is frowned upon and some stuff isn't. And I was like, no, cause same. Like when I used to go to Mexico, y'all, like I have my cousins where like they would wild out when they were in Mexico and they were the talk of the town. They were the talk of the town. And like I wasn't. Yo era una niña buena, you feel me? Up until like a certain age. But like when I would go with my parents to Mexico, they would not let me hang out with my primas. Like I had to be with my mom and dad all the time. Like I couldn't even go get like a little gordita or like a torta by myself. Like I had to have somebody with me. And I was thinking like, dude, like we would judge hard. Like the primas that were in the bailes, that were walking around with the little boys and going here and going there. And so it got me thinking like, because I don't have any grandparents. Well, I have my mom's mom is still alive, but she's never really reached out to us and she's here. But like in Mexico I don't have any more grandparents. My grandma, I never met her. And then my grandpa passed away, I want to say maybe like 5, 6 years ago. So I don't really have anybody to like, you know, chop it up with when I go. Except for my, you know, my auntie sis. My parents have to have me by their side as well. I'm 25, also married. I'm telling you, that's how it be. And so I was like, bro, this is how crazy. Well, this is how crazy I think it is. So my grandpa was married 3 times, straight up. So he had his first wife, and he had my uncles, and then he married my grandma, my blood grandma, and so he was widowed twice, and then he found my step Grammy, and he married her, right? And he just never was single. And like the more I think about it, I was like, you know what? It's because no le convenía. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it wasn't, how do you say? What was he gonna do with all these damn baby kids? You know what I mean? It was, I need to find me a wife to take care of these damn kids and put a kid up in her. And my grandpa got married, I don't even know, he was old already. I think he was like 60. Or his last marriage with Doña Pelos, you feel me? And, sorry. And he got her young too. I want to say that she was like, it wasn't beneficial. Yeah, like if he didn't have a wife, like who gonna take care of these kids? Who gonna cook for me? Who gonna do this? Who gonna do that? And I was really thinking about that. So apparently, my step Grammy, right, Doña Pelos, girl lived like in the mountains type shit. And another, sorry, I only laughing because I'm already laughing. Stop. Okay. I didn't know this. Okay, I didn't know this. I'm just gonna tell you why. Okay, I don't. And this is back in the day. This is not like nowadays. This is back in the day. Disney. You feel me? She lived in like over there, like, and I don't know how he got her. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. You know what I mean? How the marriage came about, but she gave him a daughter, right? The aunt that I can't stand. But they literally act like Doña Pelos and her daughter act like they're from the city, beach. Like they act like they bougie. They act like this and that. And so then when I found out that she was from over there, I was like, not you being bougie on us this whole time. I thought she was from the city. The way she talked and the way she acted, right? And I was thinking, I was like, I think she was like 30 something when she got my, like, she was probably like barely gonna hit her early 40s when she got my grandpa. My grandpa was in his 60s, I think. I could be wrong. Don't fact check me on that. But he really got her to like have another kid because I was like, damn, city girls from the hills. I was just like, dang. And honestly, the same thing, like I see it all the time with the older generation. Like, man, they really were raised to put these men on pedestals. And I just really think like I wonder how the new generations are handling this. Cause you know, we make fun of machismo and this and that. Like you see it on TikTok, you see it on Instagram all the time. I'm just like, how y'all putting up with this? Because it's not like how it was back in the day. You know what I mean? I'm not serving my man. Not, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not over here doing all this and that. Girl, I thought my grandfather was cuckoo. LOL. He was with my grandmother and her blood sister had kids with both of them. Stop it. Had kids with both of them. Grandma and grandpa, R.I.P. But my tia abuela still alive. You fucking lying. You're lying. Bestie. Hey, that be happening though. Me acting surprised. That be happening. For they be thinking that they need to aguantar todas las cosas that men do. No, honestly. Stop. I can't even get over that. Not the confessions in the chat. OG grandpa was getting it. Okay, bestie, if you can, respectfully, right? Since you already brought it here. Was it like did they sleep in separate rooms or like they share the same bed? Cause I've heard some stuff. I heard some stuff about the rancho about men doing that, like where they've gotten sisters or primas, and like they basically like set them up to where they have their own room, they have their own kids by this man. My coworker told me her dad also had kids with her mom's sister, so her cousins were also like her siblings. What the? Well, what am? I mean, it's what it is, right? So sibling cousins. I mean, basically. But I also know of women who like no Tina. I'm like listen. I'm not judging at all. Okay, everybody has their preferences. Y que este que el otro, right? Respectfully, I know a lot of people who like get with a man and then it doesn't work out and then they end up with a brother. And I'm just like, how y'all do that? How y'all do that? How, you telling me it's not awkward at the carne asadas? You telling me that like out of all the men in the world, you went with the bro? You know what I mean? I don't know. I maybe because I already know my brother-in-laws, but I don't think I could ever fucking do that. That's why it like it just it creeps me out. My husband's brother is with his cousin and had 3 kids. Kids came out okay, thank God, but my man is not allowed alone in that ranch. Girl, I'm telling you, la prima se te arrima siempre. I don't even know de dónde chingos viene ese pinche costumbre. Swear, but then I heard que la agarraba a las fuerzas, but no le hacía nada because he was something from the presidencia. Mm. I used to be against serving a man and watching for them. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 9 years. No, but like that's totally being a stay-at-home like there's a difference between loving your man and there's a difference between like literally catering to everything that he needs. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with loving your man and serving him and giving him his coffee, but there's a whole other thing when they demand it or when they expect it. You know what I mean? Because like when you love a man, of course you want to do something for him. You want to cook for him. You want to do special things for him. But it takes away from the love when they demand it or they expect it. Yeah, but like there's nothing wrong. If you're a stay at home or well, I feel like stay at home mom doesn't really have anything do with it because it's like you could work. It's just at home mom with the baby kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course you're gonna do stuff for him. The combo two such was let me get my pocket. Bessie, you making all of us have trust that you can't sleep with an eye closed. No, honestly, my friend married and had kids with her uncle, mom's brother. I'm gonna say how mama I do it si me da la gana. As you should, queen. As you should. No, but there is a difference. Like, so no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. But while we were in Mexico, oh shook it about it. Um, I saw a lot of couples, because you don't really see couples, honestly. You save me, bestie mood. You don't really. I feel like well, the times that I've gone to Mexico, like in the rancho, I think all the men are over here, and like there really aren't couples over there because the men are over here working, fighting for their families. So it's mostly women that get left behind in the rancho. So it's rare to see a couple. You know what I mean? But the couples that I have seen, like they do everything for their men, and I'm just like what happened, or like, and like I feel like that's why another reason they really don't like me talking to their wives, because like I what do you call it, meter cizaña. But I'm just like, girl, you don't have to do this, right? There's a viejito in my parents rancho that married his daughter-in-law after his son died. What's going on? I don't like that. Why would you do that? That's nasty. Sorry, I don't mean to, sorry, I apologize, I'm not judging, but like, why would you do that? I mean, that's your business, right? Bestie, I have a friend who was with her stepbrother, same dad, different mom. It's so weird to see. And on top of it all, she hangs out with her dad's old wife, aka suegra. The way he talks to her sometimes gets me tight, but since we both have a temper, we would dead us get into a fight. I don't know about that. I don't like it. I don't like it. She was going to get the terrenos one way or another. That brings me on, not to like, okay, sorry, we get off a track. But speaking of terrenos, now I have a coworker who left her man for her the brother. I I mean, I guess. I'm just saying I just couldn't keep in the family like that. I mean, cousins are different. You know what I mean? Cousins are, because like if I'm with a man, like let's say me and Hako will break up and I get with his cousin, I feel like that's not that bad. You know what I mean? Because like it's your family, but it's not your close family. Like, yeah, maybe I'll see you here and there, but I'm gonna mostly see him with like, his family. And my man's family, there are siblings with same parents that hooked up and had kids together. These family dinners must be tense. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm getting at. Like, you're lagging. Stop it. Okay, let's wait for it to come back. Because I want to touch on the terrenos. My ex-cousin got with her other cousin, and the great-grandma in the family wasn't happy about it, and he is never allowed to be around at family events. As he should not. As he should not. Am I good? Y'all let me know if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good. Some of these comments are you're not, you're good? Okay. So I was thinking about the terrenos, right? And to all the family out there who, like, have survived the terreno fight, what do you get out of it? You know what I mean? Like, I literally have seen people fight over terrenos when the family isn't even gone yet. Like the parents aren't even unalived yet. Like they're not even RIP yet. And people are fighting over terrenos. People actually unalive their family for the terrenos. My question is, to anybody who has won the terreno or like has gotten to that level of the terrenos, what happens? Like realistically, do they even do anything with it? Or are they just fighting the fight? You know what I mean? That's something that I've always thought about. I'm just like, what's happening with the? It's probably working. Also, Bessie, you're glowing. You're looking radiant. Oh, thank you. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, because at the end of the day, what happens? I would imagine Dios no lo quiera that it's anytime soon. But when my suegros are no longer here, I don't even imagine us going, because that's the only reason people go to Mexico is to see los viejitos. You know what I mean? So I feel like when they're gone, what's the point? My uncle took my grandpa's shoes when he was in his debit. You have something of value for yourself and to pass on to your kids, either to sell or build on. My grandpa threatened to pew pew my dad over my dad's terrenos. I feel like it's fighting just about. That's what I'm saying. I refuse to engage in the terreno fight. I said let them keep it porque I'll never live there, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. Like that's my thing is it the money that they can sell it later on? I've never seen anybody get to that point of they have the terrenos, they have it signed, you know what I mean, and everything. Like what do they even do? Do they I've never seen anybody, well, around me, I've never seen anybody fucking sell them. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Fighting the fight, el poder y orgullo. Maybe it is just pride. Your hair is giving me Pamela vibes of it. Thank you. Pamela's a bad bitch. I refuse to engage. Yeah. Exactly. They'll be fighting for the terrenos just to get them and sell them for money. I think that's what it is. Because there's no other. There's nothing else that, like, me da. Fighting over something that's still not yours. My uncle used to fight over it not knowing it was already in my dad's name before grandparents passed, but because everyone has their own piece of land. My brother-in-law's uncle stole his land deeds when his mother passed away. My uncles fought my dad to terrenos he bought. My dad died 10 years ago. All terrenos are still there now. I own a house and terrenos I hate because they cause my dad heartache. I'm sorry, bestie. I never thought about fighting for terrenos, but low-key, my cousins don't deserve them, so maybe I will fight for them. Not you not even thinking about it, but now you want to, bestie. Oh, I got some terreno tea. Allegedly, my man's grandpa got RIP because his brother wanted it. And I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. There's been so many, like, situations where it gets out of hand just for some, like, terrenos. And I'm just like, what is going on? I mean, let's be for real, though. Depending on where it is, what's the value on this? You know what I mean? Like, is it even that valuable? I tell my parents to sell everything and go travel the world, but don't give us anything because we didn't go through the sacrifice. Y otra gente vende the lands como a ellos no les costó. No, that's always been drama. And, like, T with, like, Jacobo's family, he's told his mom and dad plenty of times, just sell it. That piece, like, literally just sell it. Like, don't, because when it comes down to it, they're gonna go through equal parts, right? It's not, you know what I mean? It's not my tea because it ain't got shit to do with me, right? At the end of the day, I'm not getting anything because why would I, right? That's him and his, like, brothers or whatever. But I think what it boils down to, where I can see people getting upset, is the ones who send more money are the ones who are there and care for them more, you know what I mean? And then for them to just put it equally, I'll be mad too. Low key, I'll be mad. I ain't even gonna lie. But I wouldn't, like, fight over it. My mom's brothers were fighting over my dad's terrenos. My tios kept my dad's terrenos that my tata left him, but my dad never fought or even tried getting it. Honestly, I think people want it because the idea of having something you don't have to work for. I mean, maybe, but damn, that's like entitlement 101. That's like to the max. But see, off topic, my uncle committed 34 years ago. Yesterday, I found out his bro-in-law was the person to pew him, and no one in the family ever told the police. I'm sorry, bestie. That's crazy. I think if I had terrenos to fight for, I do it so that Prima Helena doesn't get them. I mean, that's true. My mother-in-law's sister told the family. My mother-in-law's sister told the family my mother-in-law wasn't the biological daughter of their dad, just so she could keep the terrenos after their mom died. She spilled the family's secret. That's a novela right there. Doesn't it count for something though? Wasn't the biological daughter of their dad? Was there to do anything? I feel like there should be a loophole in that. My parents have a lot of land in Mexico, and the home they built out there, I always tell them to sell and enjoy the money right now that they are alive instead of leaving us with problems. No, because honestly, it is problems. I know for a fact, like, the day that they have to actually divide that stuff, it's going to be chaos. My tias hate my dad because he was fighting for the terrenos of my tia que falleció to give it to her kids, and my tias were pissed. My stepmom was going through some drama too, like, over stuff like that, and I'm just like, they really do. Some of them really do take advantage of situations, and it's just like, for what? For what? My mom's still terrenos, so no one will be fighting for them. That's what I'm talking about. My dad, I don't even know. He told us a long time ago about the terrenos, and we each have our own over there. And then, like, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but from what I've heard over the years, is that he sold our childhood home, and then he ended up making other homes on, like, the terreno. So I guess we have, like, a house and a terreno. So I'm like, I need to go check that out. I don't know. For me, it has emotional value, but I want my parents to sell it and the money to go to them. I wouldn't let my brother to have it and him sell it, like, nothing for him. Yeah. My family already went through it. Each got 10K. My dad built a house in Mexico and sold it because he knew he'll never go back. It's best that they give out their terrenos en vida, the way you avoid the drama. I need him to just sign something. You feel me? Which I don't think my family will find me over it. I hope not. Because, I mean, let's be for real. We're not going. No, all this is scandalous. My dad said he doesn't care for anything of my grandpa, just wants his room in the house, and that's it. His brothers can fight if they want it. Sell yours, bestie, LOL. I need to go see. I don't know, I don't know where it is. I don't know what part it is. I actually don't believe that parents should divide things equally, but they should give it to whoever they want. That's another thing. I feel like if I ever had kids, that I would just honestly even though parents say that they don't, they have their favorites, okay? And 9 out of 10, if you're in a Mexican family, it's the boys. The boys always get favoritism than the girls. I know. Um, actually, let me shut the fuck up. But I know for a fact, right? Boys tienen la preferencia when it comes to the terrenos, y que esto y que el otro. And sometimes the women really don't get anything, or they get like a small piece. I've seen that in a lot of families. But yeah, I don't think I would get my shit equally. Like whoever took care of me, whoever was there for me, you feel me? You getting the most. Either way, I would not find my brother for a bit. It would break my heart knowing those memories were sold like nothing. Yeah, I think that's where I don't know. I think every family's different, and to be honest, I do know that there are some kids that do more for their parents than the other ones, and it's just not fair to them. It really isn't. And sometimes that's just life, I guess. Because I know for a fact, you know what I mean. Like I've seen cousins of mine, some aunts and uncles where like they're there for them. They're doing everything. And yeah, sometimes, people think, oh, it's because I send money. And it's like I get both parts. Sending the money is very important because if you don't have the money, you can't get the healthcare that you need. So you're not there, you know what I mean, when they get older, when, they have real health problems, when you have to like clean them, bathe them, feed them, when you have to actually start changing them, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to do that. I mean, who does? It takes a really kind person to be there for their parents like that. Bessie, you think as a grandma you should hate your grandkid based on the kid's mother? No. Um. Well, I'm different. I don't have kids, but I've never how do you say, like, is it discriminated? Like I feel like we don't do steps. You know what I mean? Like we don't do step or halvesies here with my family. Like if you're just my family. Like whether it be like my brother-in-law's kids or whatever, I consider them my nephews, and when it comes to doing stuff, I include them. So even if we're not blood, like we're family. That's how I see it. But I will say not everybody. I feel like not everybody agrees with that, which I've never understood that. I feel like kids are innocent and stuff like that. Like it's not their fault that their parents split up, or les tocó los papás que les tocaron. So I feel like grandparents should love all their grandkids, but unfortunately that's not the case. And I forgot como dice el dicho that like hijos de mis hijas nietos serán, hijos de mis hijos sabrá Dios. I don't know como dice el dicho. My mother has confessed to me that she has favorites and hates certain grandkids. I mean, also, depende si están educados o no. You feel me? Because there are some kids that are crazy and are just bad. They give silver teeth activities, you feel me? But I don't know. I feel like grandkids are grandkids, regardless of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends. But like my mom, que paz descanse, she for sure had favorites, and she for sure showed it. And at one point, I do understand because it's a lot. It's like 15 of them. You feel me? I have like 15 nieces and nephews, so it makes sense as to you can't get everything for everybody, but kids can tell. I for sure could tell when I was growing up who was a favorite and who wasn't. You know what I mean? The grandmas who choose and pick the light skinned kids. Oh, that's messed up. Not the colorism. Para querer hijos de mis hijas, nietos de mis hijos serán or no serán. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Bessie, how do you feel about Mama's Boys? I'm conflicted on Mama's Boys because I don't know. We already had this conversation, and I got triggered last time, and I respect that my husband doesn't agree with me, but I just maybe because I don't have kids, you know what I mean. I could be biased on this. Do you have a fave one? A fave one, as in I wouldn't say favorite, as in like they're always gonna get something out. But I would say that like just because we grew up together and we spent time together, you know what I mean. Hijos de mis hijas nietos serán. Yes, colorism too, since I'm more morenita. My mom is just Twitter, but doesn't have her favorite grandkids. Okay. So when it comes to Mama's Boys, I need the dicho. Hijos de mis hijas, mis nietos serán. Hijos de mis hijos en duda estarán. There we go. Thank you, Olivia. I was like, where's the dicho? But Oh, because maybe I'm biased 'cause I don't have kids, but I just think that like at the end of the day, I've seen it too many times where a lot of couples, a lot of parejas, a lot of marriages, um, you kind of fall apart when you have like, or like when you cuando te enfocas en los niños. And like I said, people get mad because they were triggered last time that I talked about this, but I'm never saying have kids and then not take care of them. I'm just saying being a parent also means, I know that it's taking care of your kids and what you gotta do for them, and just being a mom 24/7, being a dad 24/7. But I'm just saying, don't forget your partner, because I feel like I saw this freaking podcast, right? I forgot what it's called, but basically it was an old couple, and they went on the podcast and they were talking about how they had, I think, 5 or 6 kids. They had they said we're empty nesters. Like, we don't have anybody in the house. They all went off to college. Some of them got married. Some of them are in college. Like, there's nobody left in the house, and they were confessing that it was really awkward and it was really weird because now it's just him and his wife, and he felt like he didn't know her. He felt like he had to get to know her all over again because it had been so many years of constant kids in the house and dealing with this and dealing with that and sports and school and activities y que eso y que el otro, you know what I mean? And he was like, and when I finally, like, he said that they were in the kitchen and that he sat down, she made him breakfast, and that they were just staring, that he stared at her, and he was just like, I don't know this woman. Like, we're by ourselves, but I don't really know her. Like, and he started like staring at her, and he was like, I never noticed, like, that time has passed us, and like we're older now, and like where did, like, I guess I don't know if he had like an epiphany, or I don't know what it's called, but he was just like, where did the time go? Like, we're two old people in an empty house, and I'm looking at her for the first time in like so many years, and I'm seeing her and her features, and like he was shook about it, and like she got emotional, and I was just like, I can see that happening. I can see, both of them getting lost in like the parent role and then forgetting about each other. Like, it happens. I think it's normal, you know what I mean? But I was like, that made me sad. And like that's what I've always said, like, and even my friends, we go at it, my best friends. You know who you are. Because one time we went at it about it because she was like, my kids come first. My kids come first over a man, over whoever, and I'm like, I get that. I respect that, of course. But it became a time where she was so much about her kids, you know what I mean? That she couldn't go on date night. She couldn't go to this party because of the kids. She couldn't do this with her husband because of this. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not telling you what to do because it's none of my business. But like, it can't always be about your kids. You know what I mean? They're gonna survive a night with your sister or with their grandma. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be the end of the world for you to step out a couple hours with your husband. Like, they're gonna cry because they're not used to it, but they're gonna get over it. They have to tienen que acostumbrar. You know what I mean? It's not like you're leaving them with a babysitter. You're leaving them, I mean, technicality, yeah, but you're leaving them with your mom. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think your mom's, you know what I mean? She's gonna know how to handle them. She handled all of y'all. She could handle your kids. They're her grandkids. For a couple hours. It's not gonna be all night. It's not gonna be a day. You know what I mean? And there's people like that. I'm just like, you forget about, you need some time for yourself. You need some time for your man. But some people take it bad. Like, some people get offended, right? Like, your mom, you are a person first, and that's, if you're gonna go on and have kids and do this and do, that's your business. You know what I mean? Do what you want to do. You want to have 10 kids, have 10 kids. Um, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, when your kids leave, you're stuck with your husband. You know what I mean? If you guys even make it that far, because divorce rate is fucking high. But if you make it that far and you're empty nesters, it's just you and your man, babe. It's just you and your man. So, you know, it's not just a man. It'll be your husband and the person you're going with. That's what I'm saying. But some people don't see it that way. They get like mad. Like, I'm not saying neglect your kids. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Put in some time with your husband, because that's who you, at the end of the day, that's who you're gonna be looking at. Sorry, that's who you chose, babe. You're gonna be looking at him later on. And the same thing goes with family. Like, I've never put my family over my husband in certain stuff, because it's just like, my sisters have their own life. My dad literally got remarried, and like, for at one point when him and my mom were like separating, I was all about my dad for a second, where I was helping him and I was there with him because he took it really hard. But I had to think, you know what? It kind of hurt me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Whenever he like got with my stepmom, and then it was all about her, and I was like, of course it's gonna be all about her. But I was like, bro, like I was literally, putting my life on hold trying to get him through the separation with my mom, and then he just moves on with another woman. I mean, with time, you know what I mean? But like now she needs to take care of him, and I was like, damn, like that's, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like at the end of the day, your parents are gonna live their own lives. Your brothers and sisters, they live their own lives. Your friends live their own lives, and it's like you can't be there for them all the time because they move on. Everybody moves on. I think people get divorced once they are empty nesters. No, yeah, that happens a lot too. My mom will never take care of my baby, so I can go out. My mom will never take care of my baby, so I can go out by myself. I'm sorry, bestie. Bestie, why do I feel like you're a daddy's girl? Um, I mean, I guess. I'm done. I guess it's just because like me and my dad, well, growing up, I didn't have a real relationship with him until he separated with my mom. Um, when him and my mom separated, they got a divorce, and he met my stepmom. That was when I started having like a real relationship with him, because before that we were always fighting and this and that. But like I'm his I mean I'm the youngest, you know what I mean, out of my sisters, so I guess I have a soft spot for him. Like I always had a softer spot for him than for my mom. You know what I mean? And I feel like my brothers have always had a softer spot for my mom than my dad, which that typically happens. It's triggering to see the TikToks of people that didn't make it through the raising part and just popped another one, and I feel like I'm not absent during the newborn stages compared to my first. Oh, you know what? Because I feel like I'm not entitled to talk about this at all, right? But I can give my opinion. Okay? Was it because of your mom that you wouldn't get along with your dad? Yeah, basically. Like we had a strained relationship because, and it wasn't just me, it was my brothers too. Like she put a lot of stuff in our head that basically made us like hate our dad for a little bit. Like she gaslit us, and she made us think that like he was a drunk and he didn't want to be home with his family, and he didn't want to do this and he didn't want to do that. And like as I grew up and I saw it, you know what I mean? I'm like, he wasn't even a bad person. Like he was just doing the best that he could at that time. Like I grew up not really knowing him that well because he was always working, and when he was there, like he was always outside doing something. So, our quality time was outside in the heat picking up trash or like building something. And so she made it seem like he worked so much because straight up, y'all don't even, okay, que Dios me perdone, right? Because my mom's no longer here, right? But I can testify this. I know some of my brothers can testify to this, that she would literally tell us that he'd rather be at work than with us, bitch. And I was just like, and she's like, he's not even here. Like when I would cry for him, or like they would get into arguments, and like he would like sometimes leave, or like she would go to her room or whatever, and then she'd be like, why are you crying for him? He doesn't even spend time with you. Like you never see him. And I'm like, facts. I was like, you're right though. And so like she put it in our head that like he just didn't care about us. And especially when like we used to get beat down, like she'd be like, where's your dad? Why isn't your dad protecting? Like she gaslit us, y'all. Like she gaslit us so bad until like I grew up and I was like, no, that's not him. Like that was never him. It was wild. It was a wild time. He seems like a go-getter. Yeah, I was like, oh, facts, he's not here. When I was like getting my hair pulled, and I was getting with that wire for the curtains, I was like, where's he at? Why he not saving me? Yeah. She was a professional gaslighter. So, you know what I mean? Like, it took time. It took a long time for me and my siblings to like talk to my dad again. Which I like, oh, I can't even think about it because I'm just like, it must have been really hard for him. You know what I mean? Like, not knowing why we were so distant from him, like in the beginning. But we are good now. I guess that's what matters. I love both my parents very much, but I always have. Bessie, may your mom rest in peace, but a lot of that is because of projection. She was neglected and gaslit you to have the same hate for him. Yeah, well, I honestly feel, which I don't believe it for a fact. Not y'all making me talk about my fucking childhood. Okay, no, but I don't believe it. So let me just put this in, and we're gonna go back to the kid thing because I didn't want to talk about that. Um, my mom literally guilted me about being with my dad, like all the time. So she was constantly complaining that she was not happy with my dad. She's like, your dad's this and your dad's that, and blah blah blah. Mind you, my dad was never a drunk. Like he would drink. He was like a social drinker. So like he would come home with like a little caguamita and then have it for dinner, and that was it. But he wasn't like getting drunk on the, like he would get drunk on the weekend, but like with his family and friends. But she would too. So it wasn't like he was an alcoholic. Like I never remember him drunk. Just like he always had like a little beer in his hand. Um Which that might not make sense to you, but like I know when my dad's drunk, you know what I mean? And like he was never that person. But she like made it seem like he had a problem and like he was just always drinking and like she just hated when he drank, which he never did anything. He never bothered her. And I think she just was annoyed by him. I don't know. And so she was always constantly trying to leave, bro. Like she was just like, I don't want to be here, blah blah blah. I think what happened was that she already had 3 kids when she met my dad. I think that yeah, because he was a provider and like he was a stable person for her, she got with him and then she popped out the rest of us, you feel me? And then she got overwhelmed with so many damn kids, cuz who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? So I get that. But like she was always, do they have an age gap? No. I think actually she was 1 year older than him. Oh shit, hold on. Excuse me. What? I'm done. You're so dumb. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like she was always trying to leave. Like she said she wasn't happy and this and that. And so like I hated seeing my mom unhappy. So I like straight up would tell her, I'm like, well then just leave. You don't want to be with my dad, then let's just go. And then like she would throw it in my face. She'd be like, I'm only with you. I mean, I'm only with your dad because of you. Because of you. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not the only one. Like, what the fuck? And she'll be like, because of you, I don't want you crying and telling everybody that you want to see your dad. I don't want you crying for your dad. That's why I'm here. So that you can grow up with a dad. Okay, now that I'm old, I'm like, okay, the dad that was absent, that you swore was absent from my life, that's what you wanted me growing up. Okay. But she literally would tell me that. Like, she would, in front of my brothers and like my sisters, she would blame it on me. And she would be like, yeah, it's because of you. Because I got pregnant with him, and I have to be here with him. Well, goddamn. And so like I grew up with that guilt. Like it's my fault. Like it's my fault that she has to be here suffering. You know what I mean? Which she didn't even suffer. She never worked a day in her life, bro. My dad provided for like or like 8 kids. He provided for 8 kids, bro. She never had to work. And you're telling me you were suffering, girl? You would have suffered as a single mom. Let's be fucking for real. Let's be fucking for real. You would have suffered as a single mom. So chill out, ma'am. Chill. Que en paz descanse, but like chill. Like, but when you're younger, you don't think about stuff like that. But now that I'm older, I'm like, bro, I'm calling BS. How dare she? Oh, Bessie, this is hitting too close to home. No, honestly. And so that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. Just being traumatized. My mom tried that and I said, bet. So I got a job and said, I'll pay the bills and cricket. Yeah, exactly. And then when she finally did leave my dad, that's when everything went down for us, bro. Like when she left my dad, we were living in a freaking government apartment. She had to get food stamps. She was getting my dad for child support. And we're like barely surviving. So I'm like, yeah, the grass isn't greener on the other side. Nah, besito, mama venía a jalarte el pelo. I mean, honestly, she might. But it is, I'm gonna just have to thug it out. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, the grass wasn't green on the other side, was it? Talking about it's my fault. How old were you when they separated? I was 17, 18, I believe. Maybe 19. Because they went through this weird thing too, which I think all divorcees do that, which I've never understood it, but go off, you know what I mean? I feel like when people are getting a divorce, they go back to each other. Like my mom and dad, like they swore they weren't together. They both had like según, like my dad. I mean, he wasn't seeing anybody, but my mom would like have her little boyfriends. But my dad was her sneaky link. I'm like, how do you go from being her husband to her sneaky link? But all divorced people do it. I've seen it before. I'm just like, okay, y'all get back together or what? Nope, they got divorced. I was like, wow. My bestie's mom is like that. We feel like her mom hates her for being born because she's always treating her ugly for no reason. Yeah. I mean, we all got it. I just feel like well, honestly, not my business to tell, right? But my sisters really got a lot of it too. But once my sisters left, bro, man, oh man, was I going through it. I literally would, TMI, bitch, ew. I literally would pray for my sisters to come back. Because once, like, my sisters left, bro, my mom would go in on me. It was like me against the, I was like, and I would literally pray. And I would cry and I would pray for my sisters to come back because, like, I'm sorry. I gotta put me first, you feel me? Like, they were getting the worst of it. And then once they left, it was my turn. And I was like, this is gross. I hate it here. My mom left my dad and left us too. I'm sorry, bestie. I'm so sorry. And that has happened a lot. I've heard a lot of stories like that. And I mean, you just never know. When did your mom start hitting when did your mom stop hitting you or screaming at you? Yanni, I'm gonna cut you off. That's enough. Just kidding. Um, I don't even know. She still hit me when I was married. When I was married, she slapped me. Honestly, it's funny now, but I'm sorry you had to deal with those. A lineup of your siblings. What do you mean? It's giving Jenny from Forrest Gump. I want to fly away like a bird. Stop. No, I was traumatized. But that's also why I left. I mean, my sisters left really young too. Like they couldn't. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, Yanni. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, but why was that question so funny? I'm done. What was I saying? No, yeah, my sisters left at a young age, and then I left at a young age too. We just couldn't take it no more. Why did she slap you as a married woman? Y'all want this little story time, and then we'll get into that other that other question you guys asked me. So, okay, Bessie, tell the story when you see that. Okay, so I will never forget this. It's funny now, but it was not the time. So me and Jacobo were married. We were married. We had just gotten married, and my mom and dad they were, mind you, these bitches were separated. They were separated, but they were trying to like put up a front for family. You feel me? No, this life is too real. They were trying to put up a front for family that like they weren't separated, which they were. I don't know why, right? And so they threw a barbecue at like the old house that we were living at. Cause mind you, they didn't even live there anymore. Like I was like, what are we doing? And I want to say like I was maybe like a week married, and I was driving my mom's car at the time. She lent us her car. We didn't have a car. Like we were just broke. You know what I mean? We had just got married. We were trying to save up money to leave and do all types of stuff. So I was in her car because my dad had picked her up and like the rest of the family to go back over there to the house. So I was driving her car. We go over there. I don't know why the fuck that's relevant. But anyways, long story short, I had just got married. And Jacobo's friends, which they became my friends, right? Jacobo wasn't in town. He had just got back. He went to go work. I want to say Houston or Dallas. He went to go work over there, and he had just got back that day. But because like I didn't have anybody. Honestly, like I had nobody in that time. My mom was basically putting me against my siblings. Like I couldn't talk to my brothers. I couldn't talk to my sisters. Like here and there, but we were not as close. And so his friends, the wives of his friends, like they took me in. Like they were, ooh, let me get emotional. I love you bitches if you're watching this. They really took me in and like they were like big sisters to me at the time, you know what I mean? And so they were all like super close friends. Like he was always with them and like, he trusted them with me, like to take care of me. And so he was like, I'm gonna be out of town, like just check up on her whenever you can, because he knew that me and my mom and like me and my siblings were always going at it. And so they asked him, like his guy friend, the wife asked her husband, hey, can you call him and see if we can take her out? Like we're trying to go to the club because she just got married and she didn't have like a little bachelorette party or whatever. And so he calls him and he's like, hey, can they take her out? It's just gonna be the ladies, the guys are gonna stay home. It's just the girls. And he was like, yeah. He's like, but I don't have any money. I mean, I didn't leave her any money. And then he was like, don't worry about it. I'll give her money. You can pay me back when you come back. I'm telling you, they're so fucking nice. God bless you. And so they called me. They're like, hey, we're gonna pick you up. Get ready. He said it's okay. Like we could take you out or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I confirmed with him, like, hey, is it cool? And then he was like, yeah. So they go pick me up. I go back to their house. We get ready. They're doing my hair, like we put makeup on, and we go to the club and we have a good time. Now, I posted, I want to say like on Facebook or something, and they posted and they tagged me that we were at the club, that we took pictures, we took videos, and blah blah blah, and we were dancing, we were having a good time. And it was just the ladies. But my parents being strict, like they wanted some type of hold over me still. I was already a married woman, right? And so Paco comes back. I got the barbecue. We get there. The family's not there yet. going off on me. And he was like, piensas que te ves bonita en el club, you're a married woman now, what were you doing at the club dancing with those girls and blah blah blah. And like Jacobo was like, oh, like he didn't know that was gonna happen. I was so embarrassed because I was just like, what do we do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in my mom's car. We don't have a car. How am I supposed to get out of here when they're acting like this? And so I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I was like, he said I could go. It was like a little bachelorette party. Like, nothing happened. Like, I wasn't dancing with guys. It was just me and the girls. And my dad was just going off on me. And he was like, eso no se ve bien. And blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, he was digging at us that we need to get married to the church. And I was just like, I don't want, like, they just started picking on us. And I was like, whatever. So my aunt and uncle pull up, and then my mom tells me, she's like, come inside and come help me with the stuff. And then she goes, she's like, come inside with me. So we both go inside into the kitchen, and then she just starts going off on me about that I'm a hoe, and that she tells him like, I can't believe that she's like just continuing to be a hoe, and like I thought that she was gonna change when she got married, and I was like, what the fuck? And then she was like, you think you look good out there and blah blah blah. You don't look good out there. You look disgusting out there dancing with those girls and blah blah blah. And so I was just like, okay. And we just like she triggered me. She triggered me and I was one to talk back. So I started talking back to her. We started going tit for tat. And you know, she was cheating on my dad. And I was like, you're gonna call me a hoe when you cheated on my dad? And that like set her off. So she comes up at me and she just goes, bop. And I was just like, I was shook. And Jacobo was sitting down at the kitchen table. She literally slapped me in front of him. And I started crying because I couldn't hit her back. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to because I was like, there's no reason for that, right? And yeah, then my aunt gets there. She walks in. I'm crying. She's like, what happened? And I don't tell her. I just go to my room. Not her praying for your divorce. Yeah. And Jacobo was shook. He didn't know what to do. And he wanted to just get me out of there. Because he was just like, it was hard for him because he was like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, it's her car. How do I have, like, and then I was like, call your friend. I was like, have your friend come pick us up and just take us. Or like, I just was so embarrassed. I did not know what to do. He was embarrassed. He didn't know how to handle it because he was just like, he was mad, but he was like, what am I going to do? You know, like, I can't, you know, right now it's a bad situation. Like, we're living with her. We're in her car. We can't just leave. And like, we have to, like, just thug it out. So we literally had to sit through that barbecue until she was ready to leave. And I had to act like nothing happened. And after that, he was like, no, I got to get you out of here. Like, they're crazy. So I want to say like a month later, he went and got us an apartment and we started buying stuff and we left. We left because he was like, no, that's not okay. Like, you're a married woman now. Like, they can't just be telling you this. They can't be like talking to you like this. Like, he was like, that's enough. And so I left. I was like, And that's why I like you so much. I with you, and we turned out all right for having these memories. They made us stronger. For sure. It gives me character. That's why I guess I'm kind of, I don't know. Bestie, you cried? I did cry. I cried because I was so mad. No, it was like, now that I'm older, it was projection. She was mad that even though I was a married woman or girl, whatever the fuck, I was able to go out and have a good time with my friends, and Jacobo didn't care. She thought, like, in her head, Jacobo should have told me off. Jacobo probably should have DV'd my ass because I went out with my friends. You know what I mean? But she didn't know, and he told her. He was like, I let her go. Like, she let me know that she was going to go. My friends picked her up. They picked her up. They took her. They even paid for her entry. Like, it was all set up so that she could go have a good time. Like, I was not against it. And he literally told my dad the same thing. And, like, when they heard that it was okay for him, they got mad. Because they were like, that's not okay. She's a married woman. She shouldn't be doing that. But in his, he's like, there's nothing wrong with it. And they couldn't handle that. They couldn't handle that, like, I was out there, I guess, wilding. And, like, they couldn't say anything about it, even though they did. But it was embarrassing. It adds spice. How did they act after you moved out? I cut them off. When I moved out, I cut off on my family. I really didn't talk to them that much. I didn't see them that much. And that was it. Like, for, I want to say a couple years, I had nothing to do with them. Like, here and there, a message here and there, but that was it. Oh, and I was so happy, y'all. And it sounds so messed up, but I was so happy. We were both so happy. We were always with his friends, going out to eat, going to the club, just having a good time. My dad yelled at my date. It was embarrassing. No, it's so embarrassing because I was like, and then like I couldn't even be mad at him because it's like it was a frustrated cry because I already got slapped. I'm not about to get into a physical altercation with my mom. You know what I mean? I have always prided myself in that I've never put my hands on my mom because, you know, I don't say if you do that, that's your business. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, in my head, I wanted to be a good daughter and not hit her back. Like, you know what I mean? ¿De qué me sirvió? Como que era like, when I got married, it took a while for me to adjust to normalcy. I also cut my family for a while. It helped me grow. I totally get you feeling happy. Yo, I was so happy. Like, we were living life. We had no problems. Like, I was just hanging out with my friends. I was hanging out with his friends. Like, we had no, like, we were stress free. And every weekend was a good weekend because we were just having a good time. And then I got sucked back in. And then, it's because at the end of the day, they're still family. Bestie, question for your hubby if he enters, like, can I hire a roofing company to do my roof even though I have solar panels? Or do I have to hire a solar panel company first, then a roofing company? Let me take a picture of that, and I'll ask him. I don't know. He's working. I don't know if he'll be able to join, but like, let's hope so. All right, take a picture. Cheese. Did you smile? Just kidding. Yeah. But thanks for bringing my trauma back up. Just kidding. Yeah, there were so many times, man. There were so many times. I was fighting for my life. Sí te sirvió, Bessie, because en tu conciencia estás que nunca le hiciste. Yeah, I guess so. But, like, I'm just saying, like, joke's on me because I thought I was being a good daughter. But, like, no me sirvió. At the end of the day, I truly do believe that, like, my mom, nomás por ser su hija, and because she carried me for 9 months, and she had me, like, she had to have some type of love for me and some type of connection. But I don't think she gave a fuck. You would need the solar panel people to take them off first, then the roofers can fix your roof. Oh, thank you, Melly. Have they ever apologized? No. I feel like they get mad that we were enjoying our lives. No, for sure. Think you're speaking on it. It helps me too. No, like my mom, quien paz descanse, right? And I feel like people get uncomfortable because I'm talking about it, but there's so many people who, if you don't, how do you say, if you don't fucking resonate with what I'm saying, I apologize that you have to hear my traumas. And like if you have a good mom, I love that for you, and I respect that, and honestly, I wish I had that, and I envy you, but like envidia de la buena, you know what I mean? But I only speak on it because some might say my mom's not here to defend herself, which is valid, you know what I mean? But it's not just me. Just because I'm the only one talking about my traumas, but I'm pretty sure my siblings, if they ever wanted to, they're free to, like, you know what I mean, say what they went through too. And to be honest, like, I feel guilty for even feeling how I feel because I didn't even get the short end of the stick. I feel like my other siblings, some of them did. They got it worse than me, but here I am complaining, you know what I mean? But we're not complaining. I feel like I'm just throwing it out there. So if anybody else has gone through it, you're not alone. Because there was so many times where like I felt like a shitty daughter. You know what I mean? And like I would see my friends with their moms, and I would be like, why can't I have that? Like, and I truly thought that like I was just a shitty daughter, and that me tocó la mamá que me tocó because I wasn't worthy of having a good mom, and it's not your fault. Like now that I'm older and like I have my nieces and my nephews, and I've seen my sisters be moms, and I've seen other family members be moms. I'm like, it's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. That's just those are the cards I was dealt. You know what I mean? And like, you have to move on at some point. But like, I just feel like when I talk about it, other people relate, and it's like, okay, you're not alone. Like, you shouldn't. You feeling how you're feeling, I felt that too, if that makes sense. No, because no, having mommy issues is the worst. But there's like so much stuff that my mom did to me that like, I never really nunca le reclamé. You know what I mean? And that's my bad. That's my bad because I should have talked to her about it. But to be honest, we tried so many times, y'all. We tried so many times to get to her, and like I don't even know how old I was when I just had to accept this is who she is. And it sucks that you have to accept this person being the way they are. But I gave up a long time ago. I was like, you know what? This is just who she is. She's never gonna change, and I just gotta deal with it. But she just never, ever, ever wanted me to be good. You know what I mean? Like happy. And like I've noticed that with some people where like entre más abajo estás, like they love it. You know what I mean? Like if you're struggling or you're not where you want to be, some people actually like that and they enjoy it and they'll do anything to like make the process longer for you. Like when me and Jacobo were doing his papers, his first work permit came in, right? My mom literally threw it away. We spent, I want to say, maybe like $400 to $500 on that so that he could legally work in the U.S. and have a job. And my lord freaking stalked the damn mailman gave it to like the woman or whatever. And I looked for it, and then she ended up telling one of my. So, what were we gonna do but spend another $500 on another work permit? And it just like any little, and then after that, I literally had to go get a fucking PO box because I was like, I can't even have my mail here because she was throwing our shit away. Like that's just, I don't know. That's the type of person she was towards me. So it's like she just didn't want us to be good. She didn't want us to be happy. And I was like, you know what? I can't live like this anymore. I mean, obviously, at some point I had to move out, but she took advantage of us not, paying the lawyer's fees and doing all this other stuff and not being able to like get out of there. You know what I mean? When I went to Mexico and saw my husband's childhood picture, I wanted to cry because he was in Mexico and poor, but he was happy. Honestly. And honestly, if you have good parents, fuck you. Just kidding. I love that for you. I'm so jealous. Maybe she went through a lot in her childhood. No excuse for how she was. No, for sure. For sure. But it's just like, there's just so much stuff, y'all. So much stuff that, it's just like, damn. That's what's up. And I was like, not just to me. She's done a lot of shit to my sisters too, with their husbands as well, and like their men in the past. And she was like, I didn't know. Yo pensé que no me iba a tocar. I was like, it's not gonna happen to me, but it did. She got me good. I got. I can't accept being abandoned my entire life. It's hard. Oh, I saw a TikTok. Oh my gosh, give me your opinions because I feel like maybe I think it's a little controversial, but I saw a TikTok about it was this child, it was a girl, and she was getting a package from her mom here in the States, right? And she was sending her daughter a package of like clothes and purses and like a bunch of stuff. The comments, I thought the comments were gonna be like, oh, like que Dios te bendiga y bendiga a la niña y ojalá pueden estar juntos, un día. That's the vibe I got. Like, I thought I was gonna get when I went into the comments. Bitch. Excuse me. The comments were nasty. Now, like, the comments were literally mommy shaming her for leaving her daughter in Mexico and coming over here to work. And I was just like, how fucking dare you, bitches? Dude, as adults, we have confronted my mom, and OMG, she opened up about her trauma crazy. Yeah. My mom would just shut down. She would literally just like scream, cry, and shut down, and we couldn't get anything out of her. So we just stopped. We stopped even trying to like talk to her about the stuff that she has done to us because, I mean, maybe it was just too much. Maybe we're too many. Maybe it's too many. You feel me? She's like, y'all coming at me all types of crazy. I can't do this. But yeah, I was like, how dare y'all? I went to go look at their profiles, and I'm like, oh yeah, you live in the U.S. U.S. born and raised, and you're gonna talk shit about a woman coming over here to give her daughter a better life. Talking about I could never do that. You don't have to. That was never an option for you. So how dare you comment on something like that? Like, how are you gonna be like, I could never leave my kids to go to the state. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, and you would never have to. You would never have to. But she did. And then somebody was like, oh, you're just trying to buy her love with this and that. But like, a mother's love is better than like gifts. So I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I don't have kids, but I would imagine that leaving a kid is very, very hard. But I wouldn't want to. I don't need the mommy shaming. You know what I mean? Like it's hard enough I had to leave my kids to give them a better life. Like chill out, chill. I'm going to therapy, and that is a big trauma of mine. How my parents treated us. That was never a struggle. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That was never an option for you. Like you never had to even think about, oh, I need to go over here to do this for my kids. So how do you even comment on that? That's how I felt. I could be wrong though. When I hear stories like this, it makes me sad because my parents are so down. It wasn't always like that. They realized the mistakes they made. Good for them. Good for them. It's all about acceptance and recognizing where you messed up. And some people just can't handle it. And I get it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I can only speak on my traumas. You know what I mean? I can't speak on anybody else's but my own. And that's just how I felt in the moment. You feel me? And I still feel that way. But what can you do? Kind of a dumb argument when the Bible is built around how God sent his only kid to earth, literally dropped him off in the trench. Right. I went to therapy, and there was just my mom to come therapy with me, and I said, no. parent abandonment. I've been to therapy, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. I have gone and I've had a couple sessions, but like, I was like, that's enough. That's enough. You're not gonna make me cry the whole time. That's a no-no. I'm scared to go to therapy. I feel like therapists would be scared. No, my only problem with therapy is it being in sessions. Like, girl, let's chop it up. Let's go get some Starbies. Honor me, okay? Get some Starbies. Just listen to me. But no, they gotta be like, okay, your time's up. Bitch, I wasn't done. I was not done. Like, you made me reopen this trauma and I'm talking to you about it and you're just gonna shut me down like that? Like, how dare you? I need therapy sessions to be longer. Yeah, and then I'm crying, like literally driving home crying. You know how many times literally Jacobo was waiting for me and I came home, he's like, what happened? He's like, and I'm like, yeah. She didn't even, she made me open up this can of worms and then I'm crying back on my way home playing sad music. Like, how dare she? I need 2 hours minimum. That's what I'm talking about. Your mid crying is done. My mom and her sisters had a washing and ironing job when they made tamales and ponche to sell. I went to therapy and I just started crying when my dad passed away. I never went back. Yeah, I haven't been in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute. Oh, me driving is for crying. No, because literally that's me. Literally me. There. Okay, I don't know if this is you. Just let me just quick, and then we're gonna get to some other confessions because we've been doing. You know what I mean? Um. Oh wait, I do want to talk about one more thing, and then we'll get into confessions. So, I'm a lover of the arts, as in music. There's some songs that hit my fucking soul, bitch. I already want to cry. But I've been in my Selena vibes, and No Me Queda Más, it hits me to my core. It's been hitting me to my core, so I can't even listen to it. Like, when I was running errands yesterday, not me fucking crying. And I had to wait in my car. Well, I had to wait in my motherfucking truck before I could get down. Because that song hit me to my core. And it's not just like songs like that, any type of song. There was a freaking thing on TikTok where this woman is playing the violin and she's going in and I'm crying. Why? There's no singing. It's literally just the music and I'm crying. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why am I crying? But that's me. I love a good crying session with some good music. The Un Millón de Primaveras by Vicente Fernandez, chokehold, and I'll start crying. My mom's cry about how at 3 years old she was sent like 4 blocks away at 5 into the Molino before my grandma would send her. They had rough childhoods too, bestie. But they didn't know how to break the cycle. That's what it comes down to. I'm like that. I don't cry in real life, but everything makes you cry. Music, movies, video. I'm sobbing. TikTok. No, I was crying. I for sure need a therapist after going through PPD, having toxic in-laws, and being pregnant again. I think that's very much needed. I cry at the end of every day. I'm sorry, bestie, but you gotta let it out. Si no, si te hace daño. I don't know if you believe that, but si te hace daño, si no lloras. Oh, I forgot about what was the question? Oh yeah, about having kids back to back. That's your business, okay? I saw another TikTok. They were mommy shaming again. Oh yeah, Amor Eterno, I'm crying. Hermoso Cariño makes me cry too. But because my suegra dedicated it to Jacobo, and it makes me cry when I think about them when they first saw each other after so many years. Like, I get emotional. Oh yeah, having kids back to back. So it was a mom. She had twins, okay, and one of her, I guess she had a toddler and twins, like newborns, and the toddler was like trying to get her attention, clinging onto her, and she had two newborn twins, and I think his name was Arturo. She's like, Arturo, por favor, I don't know what, and they were mommy shaming her. They're like, that's why you don't have kids back to back. Like, he's still a baby and he needs you, and I get that. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. But also, I feel like a lot of moms do that, but so that way their kids grow up together. You know what I mean? I feel like it gets lonely when you have an only child, but I get it. I get it. You don't get it disfrutar del niño que tienes, and then you have other kids. I hear that for a lot of people, but come on now, she's already overwhelmed. You feel me? Like, why y'all mommy shaming her? When are you supposed to stop crying after a parent passes away? I don't think there's like a time frame. Best, I think it just comes and goes. Kids will chingar regardless. Yeah, kids like not that far apart. I mean, together. You know what I mean? So it's like to each their. Please don't feel bad or shameful about seeking help for your mental health. Of course not. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. Don't get ashamed about anything. No, literally. That's what I've been noticing. I'm like, why did I get on? How the hell did I get on mommy shaming TikTok? Because I was just like, y'all are wild. Like, there is no perfect mother. Okay? No existe. The perfect mom is just doing her best. She doing her best. She winging it. You know what I mean? Like, chill out. I get it. Like, I get that kids aren't for everybody, but like, my thing is the people with no kids mommy shaming. Chill. It's not easy. Yeah, I did that. Yes, it's a struggle for a bit, but it gets better definitely. Then there's many. Yeah, all mom struggles, even with just. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna struggle regardless because it's not easy. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Have my kiddos back to back. Now I'm in my wild and in my mid 30s. It's nice. Good for you. People are always so quick to judge, but don't lend a supportive word. That's another thing. Like if I see my friend with twins and a toddler and she going through it, if you're my friend, I'm gonna just show up for you, and I'll help you. I'll get the twins, or I'll get the toddler. You handle the twins, type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like kids back to back is not for the weak. No, it definitely isn't. We get shamed for complaining and are told, "Why did we have babies?" I don't know. I feel like to each their own. To each their own. And I'm gonna let you know right now too. I don't know why I'm getting random ass comments on my TikToks as to if I have kids and why I don't have kids or when am I having kids. The motto for 2023, we worrying about our own uteruses. Okay? You worry about your womb, I'm gonna worry about my womb, and that's it. You feel me? You trying to go, you know what I mean, with me to my appointments or what? I need a pap. You going with me? You holding my hand? I didn't think so. Worry about your womb, I'm gonna worry about mine. Okay? That's my motto this year. Because I'm over it. It's been too much. It's been too much. They're worried if I'm having kids, if I'm not having kids, can I have kids, can I not have kids? Worry about your own womb. Worry about your own ussy. As someone who has 3 kids, I never ask people why they don't have kids. LOL. Mood. Why are they so worried and impressed over you having kids? I feel like they always. No, I'm always getting asked. I'm already in the trenches, babe. I'm already in the trenches. I don't need to be more in. They be the ones with kids asking. Stop it. Oh, here's another thing. Speaking of kids, so I saw this TikTok. Me all about TikTok. I saw this TikTok where there was an older woman, and I felt so bad. But then I had to think. I had to think. Okay. It was but it's not us complaining though. It's just us venting and letting out our feeling. I hate how people think that moms complain about their kids, but damn, we can't say one thing. I know the mommy shaming gets too much. Like I get it. The only thing I feel like when it comes to that, I'm like, bitch, so you're telling me if I complain about my husband, I don't love my husband? You know what I mean? It's like, chill out. If I complain about my family, I don't love my family. Like, people complain on the daily, okay? People complain about the dumbest stuff. You telling me I can't complain about my baby kids? I can't say that they're little a-holes today? Chill out. That don't mean that I don't love them. It means that they're literally being little a-holes right now. They'll get over it. It's just a little tantrum, and then they're gonna be like, "I love you, mommy." That's how it is. Toddlers are the worst, respectfully. So chill out. What was your option if you ever got pregnant? Honestly, bestie, this is my take. So I am for those who don't know, I am on birth control. I've been on birth control for 8 years. And before that, using protection or the pull out method or whatever. TMI. I think because I've been on birth control so long, because I don't want children, I feel like if I were to come out pregnant, that's God. That's God telling me you're gonna be a mom, and I'm gonna make this happen. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing everything in my power to prevent it. So if that were to happen, that's like, okay, we're here. Me personally, I just wouldn't get an abortion. That's just me though. I'm not against it. If you know what I mean, that's your business. If you want to do it, it's your body, your choice. I'm not against it. But me personally, I don't think I could do it. I could not do it. So I would, if I were to ever become pregnant, I would have the baby. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with the punches. I don't know how many, what, 100K TikTok tias. We're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna take turns. One week is gonna be at homegirl's house. Next week is gonna be at the other bestie's house, and we'll figure it out. You feel me? I'm gonna get the help. Y'all are gonna help me. Um, but that would be that literally will be just like a sign that you're supposed to have kids. Cause I'm doing everything to not have them. So you know what I mean? That's like, okay, I guess I'm a mom. And honestly, if I ever were to, guess what? You ain't gonna see me. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to be like 6, 7 months up on here huffing and puffing, okay? And trying to get some cheese out there. I'm not gonna stress myself. And like the internet trolls, they already be coming for my neck. Can you imagine me pregnant? I wouldn't be able to handle it. Straight up. The hormones, the bullying, all that. I would have to like disappear from and then come back and. So if I ever disappear for more than 6 months, you know why. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, okay, here's the baby kid. There you go. For asking so damn much, y'all gonna, yeah. And you know what? Somebody screenshot. Whoever's been asking a lot, I'm requesting money on Cash App and Venmo for this baby. Since y'all want me to be pregnant so bad. I'm 6 months pregnant and I already huffing up. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Kylie Jenner. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna disappear. I'm out. Julia who? I don't know her. Never heard of her. For related by the car seat. Yeah. We all gonna be the Diaz. And if baby kid wants a California vacation, I'm here. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm asking for. You feel me? But that's the answer to that question. That literally would be like, girl, I'm gonna need you to do something else. You know what I mean? Bessie, I never asked, so don't make me babysit, please. I don't know. I feel like you're not off the hook. Y'all, serious question. What's y'all's take on dads showering their daughters? I don't know, bestie. To be honest, I don't know. I think now in today's society, something so innocent has become so fucking pejorative. Honestly, and I feel like now, like today's generation of dads, honestly can't do, or they can't get away with like what our dads used. Because I used to, I mean, I didn't shower with my dad, but like I would take a bath with him, but he would wear shorts. You know what I mean? And I would be in like a little swimsuit. Like I was never like, naked. But I never, you know what I mean? It's like you don't think, as a kid, you don't think anything's wrong with that. But in today's society, there's so many creeps out there where it's like you kind of have to protect your kids. So you know what I mean? People sexualize kids and make shit weird. Me personally, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have kids, so dad bathing his daughters. I never saw anything wrong with it until someone pointed it out to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I never thought anything of it. Like, but if you need to ask how people feel about it, then maybe don't do it. But to be honest, that's what I'm saying. Because there's so many creeps out there, and you see so many stuff on the news. You can't even really trust your family around your kids. Like it's really sad, but it's honest. It's a fact. You see it all the time. People that you don't think are gonna do something, or the people that you think you can trust, end up being the ones that are fucking crazy people. So you know what I mean. If you're paranoid about it or you think that it's not okay, then just don't do it. Have a respectful conversation. But you know what? I'm not comfortable with it, and that's it. It's fine. At the end of the day, I feel like moms have more say than dads. Before y'all even come for me, because you're telling me you carried a baby for 9 months and you don't have more say. I'm sorry. What did he do? Did he push the baby out? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like moms have more say into what goes on with their children. So if you don't like it, express yourself and lay down the law. You feel me? I think that's the first thing your mind goes about the father of your kid. You need to reevaluate something. Well, maybe not that, but maybe also people have been through stuff. You know what I mean? If you have ever been sexually assaulted, or you went through something as a child, you know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, you probably don't trust people, which is valid. And if you've gone through something like that, Asking because men shouldn't shower or clean their diaper. A year later, they came over and she had their daughter. I don't have a daughter, but I found that odd. I agree though. As a mommy, it's so hard. I understand the bestie, but if you trust your husband, then you should trust him with both your dog. With yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you've been a victim of SA, yeah, you know what I mean. You don't trust people, and I wouldn't trust people around my kids if I had gone through something like that. The trauma stays with you, and you in the back of your head, you're thinking, is this person's intentions good? Even if it's your husband, even if it's what I mean, the father of your child, you still, you know what I mean. Unless you've been through it, you can't really judge a person for thinking like that. You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand if you're just trying to be protective. All right. All right, let's get into these more questions. All right, let's go into the confessions. It's a valid thought for the ones with trauma, no doubt. Yeah. My babysitter's daughter would make me on her when I was 7, so please be careful, even with women, for sure. But that one, I'm so scared of my daughter going through the same thing. Everyone criticizes me for being overprotective. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really judge somebody off of their traumas. Not everybody has the same story, unfortunately. And it sucks, but not everybody has the same story. All right. Let's get to these confessions. All right. Confession. Hi, bestie. So I tried for 6 years to try and get pregnant, did 25 medicated treatments, and finally got a positive, but it ended in a miscarriage. I'm sorry, bestie. Of course, we were devastated, but now that a year has passed without trying or doing any treatments, I have to admit I'm super happy not having kids. I love that I could do what I want when I want, travel, and basically heal my own traumas and live my best life. I feel like I was under a lot of pressure from family and society to have kids, and I mean, if it happens, great, but if it doesn't, that's also great. Excuse me. I learned that marriage and life isn't all about kids. I feel like I needed to get this off my chest because some nosy bitch ass aunts and cousins keep nagging me to have kids and try again. I told them no for what? To be miserable like you guys, to be left with all the responsibility, to look tired and crusty like you, bestie. LOL, no thank you. Okay, that's all. Love you, bestie. Then they make comments. Oh, ella va de vacaciones y compra todo eso porque no tiene hijos. And jealous, so I feel like it was a blessing in the long run. That's how I see it now. I mean, at the end of the day, como te digo, people are so quick to be like, do this and do that. Do what makes you happy. Don't do stuff for other people. So, you know what I mean? If you change your mind and want to have kids, that's your business. All right. Another one. Bessie. Okay, so for the first time in my life, I shot my shot at this guy. I thought he was cute, and he said he's been like me for a while, but he left me on scene. What does this mean? But also, his friend wanted to follow me and is now trying to get at me, but I'm not interested in him, and he isn't getting the hint. IDK what to do at the moment. Maybe I should just work on myself because these men ain't shit. Definitely work on yourself. Okay, definitely work on yourself because if it's not working out like that, it's not working out, babe. You know what I mean? That's a sign. If he left you on scene, fuck it. If you don't like the friend, don't do it. Because I get it. It's a toxicity. It's wanting something that you can't have. And because he left you on scene, you want it even more. Don't do it, babe. It's a sign. Heal, take care of yourself, and then, you know what I mean? Maybe right person, wrong time. It's happened before. All right. Confession. I got pregnant after knowing my boyfriend for 6 months. We kept our beautiful baby girl, and I mean, we're good. He supports me financially, doesn't treat me bad, but I just feel like he's not the one for me. The sex isn't all that, and he doesn't really meet all my needs, but I will say he's an amazing father. Also, his family is trash. My mother in law is so weird and gives emotional incest vibes. 3 out of 4 of his sisters are hella ghetto too. Overall, I don't know what to do. My plan is to get through nursing school and leave him. I have a lot of love for him, but even now I want a side piece. IDK girl. We're getting kind of toxic right now. He thinks I cheated on him last Monday and I didn't. Honest to God, I just turned off my location and well, he told his whole family and I'm seeing them all for the first time since Monday. So we'll see how it goes. Love you, bestie. You look so good today. I love the look. Thank you, bestie. I can't. If you're thinking, here's the thing: if you're thinking about cheating, it's time to go. It's time to get the fuck out of there. If you're ever thinking, that it's not like the delicioso ain't good and this and that, before cheating, definitely just leave him. Get the nursing girl, thug it out until you can. You feel me? Cause cheating is never okay, okay? It's not okay to cheat. Even though I have cheated, I'm advocating for not cheating. Just because you traumatize yourself and you traumatize another person and they go on, like, it's a chain reaction. Then they go on to cheat and it's like you're responsible for some girl crying right now, straight up. Because you cheated on him, so he went and cheated on her. So let's not do that. Let's stop the cycle. And just get out. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't stay for kids. It's not worth it. Your happiness is worth way more. And you know what I mean? Some men se conforman. Honestly, there's a lot of men that get too comfortable and they just stop trying. And it gets fucking boring. Like, I'm gonna need you to do something else. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me, are men that clueless so they don't understand when a woman's not happy? Like, I hate when men are like, I was blindsided. You weren't happy all these years? Be fucking for real right now. BFFR. You couldn't tell I wasn't happy, babe? We ain't did the delicioso in months. But you couldn't tell I wasn't happy? You know what I mean? Some men are just, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, leave while you can. If you're already having those thoughts, peace out. Exactly. All right. Dude, me hace suspirar. Like, damn, I be holding all this in. OMG, Bessie, I'm crazy, but who ain't? My ex's new girl would stalk me and I blocked her on Insta, but whenever I wanted to stir the pot and make her look crazy, I would make fake accounts with her current pic and I would send him screenshots that she was viewing my profile and he would confront her and eventually dumped her for being crazy. Bestie, stop it. That's smart as fuck though. That is so smart. Your nails are everything, but your cherry nails are iconic. Do you mind if I use them for inspo with my nails? Girl, use them. Of course. I low-key miss them. Gonna use that one. No, honestly, that's so smart. That's so smart because it's like, damn, that's gaslighting on another level. Chill, she's just giving advice for those kind of women. Si se queda la bota, póntela. I'm done. Let me write this down. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for that, bestie. We needed that. Toxications 101. Write that down. All right. These confessions, y'all, I can't deal. Okay. Let's go into another one. That's a good one. That is a good one. Hey bestie, so recently I went to Mexico. When I was coming back, my husband claimed he lost $1,200. That some guy that owed us had paid him that weekend. When I got back, I got on his ass and I tried to ask where he was at or why did he lose it. So he claims he went to go get it, dropped my brother-in-law off, went to go pump gas, went to eat, and came home. That weekend, his family members, the guys, came to drink and all this other BS. Well, the next Monday, I told him what jacket I was in the closet and I saw to put on the rack back, but wrong, not how I usually do them. I pulled them out and one of them had pink lipstick on it. I do not wear pink lipstick. My lip combos are mostly nude colors. Her. So I asked him again, can you specify please? He said the brown one con peluche. Well, it was that one. He got home, I confronted him, and he denies it. He swears he didn't do anything wrong. I don't believe him. I'm scared to leave him because I made this dude. When I met him, he had nothing, and I pushed him to become someone. I do a lot of the stuff behind cameras, so everyone says he is the one that works, so everything is his. So I spent most of my years building him up just so when I leave, I don't even have a nice pair of shoes to show for it. Not literally, but figuratively. So I started talking to another guy, and now the guy is really interested in me, and honestly, me gusta su atención y cariño, but IDK what to do, because low-key, I still love this idiot, and it hurts what he did, but the attention is nice. IDK what to do. I FaceTime him and call and text all day, so I panic that idiot one will find out about the idiot one. It's not worth your sanity, bestie. It's not worth your sanity. I know that you love him, but eventually that love's gonna go away because, como dices, you're gonna get attention from another guy, and you're gonna be fine. I know it's gonna hurt in the beginning, but leave that idiot. That's your words, respectfully. I know that's probably still your man, babe, but es que ya no va a ser igual. It's not gonna be the same because the trust is gone. You're always gonna be checking his jackets. You're always gonna be wondering if there's gonna be pink lip or purple lipstick next. You feel me? Honestly, I don't even want to be that bitch. And please don't come at me. But if there's pink lipstick, girl, who the fuck wears pink lipstick? Let's be fucking for real. It's all about the nudie colors. Okay? I want to know who wearing pink lipstick like that. Who is it? Actually, do the research first. We need to find out who this bitch is, okay? Beat her ass. And then leave. Exactly. Checking for lipstick until you're 60. That's what I'm saying. It's just, the trust is gone. I know that you love him because that shit hurts. Especially when you love somebody and you want to hate them so bad because they're doing you dirty, but it just, los sentimientos no mienten, you know what I mean? Like, el corazón no miente, so it's like, I get that you still love him. I completely understand that, but it's gonna go away eventually. You're gonna get the ick real fucking quick. And talk to the other dude, meanwhile, you need to make sure you're good. Yeah, make sure you're good. Have a good time. Fuck him. You want to go out there with some pink lipstick ass bitch? Bye. These new lips are going to be on the other dude. It's giving zebra print vibes to me. What kind of pink we talking, though? We talking like neon pink? It couldn't have been a gloss, because I don't think a gloss is going to stay on the jacket. It has to be like lipstick. Yeah. Bestie, I think my cuñada... This is another confession. Go ahead and cheat on him. Put your lipstick on some other guy's name. That's what I'm saying. Get lawyers, consultation, and see if you would get half her alimony before leaving. Make sure the house or at least the cars are on your name. That's true. Secure the bag first. Secure the bag for sure first. Yeah, I wonder what kind of pink. Because who's buying pink lipstick? To be honest, I don't have anything against pink lipstick, but no le va a todas. Not everybody can pull off a pink lip. We know this for a fact. Okay? So, yeah, like fuchsia pink, baby pink. Was it taken for all he got, Bestie? Exactly. All right. Another bestie. Bestie, I think my cuñada or suegra doing brujeria on my man and me to split us apart. I don't believe in that at all, but they love doing that like they're known for in the rancho. I think it's because to TMI, but the last week he is having a hard time getting hard. And I want to go get my cards read to see, but would that be playing into their shit or like... Hold on, Bessie, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get my shit together. Because damn, that's some... I want to get my cards read to see, but would that be playing into their shit or like to the bruja besties? If you don't believe, can things still affect you? Who knows about this? I did not see that. I didn't think it was gonna be that either. Go down to TJ for that Viagra. How do we help her? I don't know anything about that, but I do believe, like, just because like, I'm getting the vibe that it could be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting the vibe for sure. As soon as I read it, I was like, I'm getting it. I'm getting the vibe. Better pull that reverse card on them. Yeah, why are they doing that, though? Why are they trying to split y'all up? Anybody know about this? Please leave it down in the comments or help Bestie out, because what does she do? I would look for a curandera, honestly, and go see if that's even happening. How old is her man? Maybe it's just dysfunction. There's stuff you can buy for protection. First, definitely make sure that it is, because you know what I mean? Especially if you don't believe in it and you're thinking it's that, like, that's weird, because usually non-believers, they don't really go to that, you know what I mean? Maybe get a cleanse and then get an ojo brace or something. Definitely go to a curandera, though, because look for your local curandera, and try and get, like, see what's going on. If you're with someone who believes in God, that stuff does not work. It will not work. I don't know, besties, I don't know who it can hit and who it can't. I believe in it. I know it's a thing because I've seen it firsthand. I feel like God got me, you know what I mean? But there's some people that really, really just be preying on your downfall, like, and they go to, like, the real people, you know what I mean? They never liked me. He's 42, laughing my ass off. But we went in December, and it was the vacation from hell. Like, low-key DV'd him in front of the mom. Bestie! God. And the plot thickens. I don't know. The devil can't have a hold on you if God has you. Maybe it's not brujeria then, bestie. Maybe it's something else. But 42 is a good age. Jacobo's 40, what, 41? He gonna be 42. But I don't know, all men are different. So who knows? I don't know. I'm 18 and my boyfriend is 44. I don't believe in that, but they do like religiously. Pues por eso no la quiere. Why you DV him though? What happened? Can we get that cheese man? Just kidding. I'm stuck. I'm dead. That's the way of split now, y'all. Making his storm going on. Is he stressed or something? If he's 42, does he have any health around that can cause it to not stand up? The DV did it for Sorry. I'm sorry. I literally cannot, bestie. Because I hate how they use him and he acts up. Act up? I'm done. Stop it. Bestie, I have a confession and need advice, but they watch you and they'll put two together. Oh no! He acts up allá en su rancho. I mean, bestie, I get a second opinion before I jump into like brujeria. You know what I mean? Get a second opinion for sure. You don't want to, that's wild though. That's wild. Oh Lord, I can't do these. I'm done. They could get snatched up. Bestie, y'all wildin'. For sure, y'all wildin'. But yeah, look at other options. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's cheating, but like maybe estaba cansado. You know what I mean? Or maybe I don't want to put that in your head. But like the toxic in me, I would think brujeria. He just got done doing another girl. That's why he tired. I don't think it's age though. DV in front of his mom. Elo, did I hear that right? Oh, bestie. I don't know what happened. I don't know what made you do that. I don't know what happened. We don't have the full story, so we cannot judge. We don't know what happened. Let's move on, bestie, and we'll figure it out together. We're gonna move on. We'll have to come back to this because it's too much. My thing is just get a second opinion. Honestly, he might be stressed. Dale vitaminas. I don't think it's age though, because my daddy still be getting it in from what the way my stepmom be fucking talking. So I don't know. I forgot to tell you I love your hair. Oh, thank you, bestie. Hey, bestie. So like 4 years ago, I was dating a Mexican guy that had recently came to the U.S. when we started dating, and 9 months into the relationship, he told me he had to leave because his mom was sick. So I thought, and come to find out, he left because he was getting married. And he had left his TV and other stuff with me. So when I found out, I sold his damn TV and kept the money. He tried to contact me, and I kept ignoring his texts and calls. A few months later, someone that knows him told me he threw himself off the second. I'm going to hell. Bessie, why are y'all doing this to me? I don't know why y'all doing this to me. Why are y'all playing me right now? Why are y'all making me read these? I can't. I literally cannot. Ooh. These confessions are always wild. Julia, but I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. So yeah, a few months later, someone that knows him told me he threw himself off the second floor from his house in Mexico. Is he alive? Did he off himself or is he good? Or was it just like, why is your first reaction? It's just such a curveball. I don't think that this is what it is. Yeah, did he survive, Bessie? Let us know. If you're in here, let us know if he survived. Actually, let me message back. Did he survive? He got eczema? He got eczema? I'm crying, please stop. I cannot. We thought Mondays are wild. Now Saturday the freaks come out. We laughing at the ridiculousness. Why are you throwing yourself off a roof? Like for that. You did that. You went back and married that girl. You know what I mean? So it's like, chill. Okay. Whew. Wait, what is the confession? Bessie just let us know he threw his. It wasn't even a confession. She just letting us know she got it like that. That was see magical. Okay, it got men over here trying to off themselves. I think he overreacted just a little bit. No, for sure, for sure. Like chill. Okay. Over a TV? I don't know. Wait, was it over the TV or was it because she wouldn't answer him? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. I did message her back though. Let's see if she'll give us the tea. All right, confession. My Sancho and I have had an ongoing affair of 18 months. He's 20 years my senior, and I'm still super obsessed with him, and he says the same about me. IDK, I'm super in love with him, and the passion is extreme. The second he came out to talk to me, I felt like I knew him, and I'm extremely shy, and I was completely comfortable with him right off. IDK, what to do with my life at this point? This wasn't supposed to happen, but this is just a quickie, but nah. Good for you. As soon as I see Sancho, I know y'all don't give a fuck. As soon as the word Sancho popped up in the message, I know you never cared. Okay, and you're doing your thing. So good for you. Good for you. Per. Hey, y'all. Okay. Another one. Second floor, he aight. Ow, he was little pinches costillas. Who said that? Second floor, he aight. I mean, I guess, right? I'm done with y'all. We can't take shit serious here. I don't know. I don't know anymore. All right. I cheated on my ex. I cheated on him before he actually caught me, but when he woke, LOL. But when we broke up because he couldn't move past it, I made him look like the bad guy, like he was the one who had cheated and broke us up. So everyone hated him. At the time, I was only 16, so I didn't care. But now that I look at it, sometimes I feel bad. I feel like I broke him. I don't know anything about his life, but the little that I was told, he's not where he should be. And sometimes I feel bad, since I'm married and I've been with my husband since 2019. Y'all just out here ruining lives. It's not your fault, bestie. Yeah, you're gonna be alright. It's not your fault. We're all dealt the cards that we've been dealt. You either move past it, you make the best of it. You know what I mean? That's his fault. No te supo superar. You know what I mean? That's not your fault. That's his fault. Why didn't he get over you? Why didn't he change his life? Why didn't he win you back? You feel me? Like that's on him. Honestly, that's on him. Sorry. It ain't your fault, and it's not your job to make sure he's good too. He should have never pretended exactly. Never love again. That's true though. You gave him his villain story. So all right. My mom still died trying to split up a gunfight between his cousins over a girl. The three died, and the girl they're fighting over is my tia. She brings it up with pride. Damn. What? 20-year senior and the tronco working. Yeah, other dude was witchcraft. Stop it. We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet, bestie. All right. Bestie, I need to vent. I feel like punching my husband. He is sick with the flu and is acting like he is dying. I popped a baby 4 weeks ago and I didn't act that way. I was up and walking a few hours later with the baby while in pain and bleeding. I'm mad he wants to act like he is really sick. I'm gonna give him chorro so he has something to really whine about. As you should, bestie. As you should. I'm all for it. Get those little laxative chocolates. Hazle un chocolatito. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, so my family and I are going on vacation in August, and my dad invited my mom's brother and her mom, my uncle, and my grandma. I was under the impression that they will be pitching for the Airbnb, but they just told me that my dad and my husband and I will be paying for the Airbnb. So I got upset and told them no, they will have to pitch in if they want to go. We're going to end up paying 3K. My mom was so upset, and she said I was a selfish little brat that my uncle was going to go. My mom was so upset and she said I was selfish little brat that my uncle was going to go. I told her, then I'll make the math and you guys pay for them, and she hung up on me and texted me to not talk to her. I get my uncle has been through a lot, but he's 48 years old and does not pay rent because he lives with my grandma. My mom feels sorry for him because my little cousin died in a car accident 5 years ago. I just don't see why we have to pay for them. We can take our own vacation. Exactly, bestie. You said it yourself. Don't pay for them. Okay, I'm sorry, but if you can't go, you can't go, babe. That's just how it is. All right. And honestly, it's the approach. If you tell me, hey, straight up, I really want to go with you guys, but I don't have the money. You know what I mean? I don't have the money. Can you pay for us? Maybe I can pay you back. Like, it's all about the approach. The way they're coming at it, no, no. Go on vacation, you and your man, enjoy your time. If your mom gets upset about something like that, I mean, she'll get over it. You know what I mean? She has to. Because at the end of the day, that's your brother. That's your brother, babe. Sorry. Use that money to go on your own vacation, bestie. Oh, wait. Did she message back? Did he survive? Yes, he did, bestie. Oh, he all right. He survived. Whoever said he survived, then called it, you're right. You were right. He survived. He's all right. He's probably a little limp, but he all right. And that's all that matters. Why are you doing that? Dramatic. Come on now. All right. Okay, Bessie, I have another confession. I have been with my son's dad for 4 years, and yeah, I do be cheating on him a lot, so that's not my issue. But my issue... But my issue is, after meeting his brothers and his cousin, I realized I'm with the wrong man. I don't think his brothers would do that to him, but I think the cousin is giving me DTF vibes. Am I a horrible person if I go for the cousin? I've already had a situation with 2 brothers before twice, and now I'm starting to wonder if something is wrong with me. Who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her? Just kidding. I don't know what to tell you. I'm speechless because how cute is the cousin? You feel me? How cute is the cousin? Is it worth it? Because you get cute with him. You feel me? So at this point, it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe sleep on it. Maybe sleep on it and think it through before doing something that you might regret later on. Straight up. I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say because damn. I'm a scary ass person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I just feel like cheating is not worth it. Brother fuck. Get out. Who said that? Get out. Who was that? Who was that? Nikki, get out. Get out. My head hurts. Oh my god, my head hurts. Get out. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Not the brother fucker. I can't. I cannot. I can't. Oh, my head hurts. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Girl, there's something wrong with you, but we all for it. Yeah. Everybody needs a little bit of chaos in their life, and that's you. So just do you, babe. I mean, honestly, I feel like the way you going, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you really care. Like, I feel like I'm gonna give you advice, but you're not really gonna take it. Because you said the issue wasn't cheating. So it's like, the issue is, do you do it or not? But you already did it. You know what I mean? And we love that. We love honesty. Bestie gonna need therapy after. Yeah. You're down, you're done. Bessie, sorry this is going to be long. My husband needs a kidney. Thankfully, his mom is a match. However, she needs to come live with us for about a year and post-op as well in order to prepare her for donating. She is a Gemini, first of all, so she is a two-face. She would be nice to me when my husband was around. Then he would leave and she would start telling me shit. We have never gotten along. In fact, we have argued before in the past because she would overstep in how I raise my children and how I am as a wife. My husband, as he should, stood up to her and she started crying and moved out. Things ended off bad, but now we are on good terms. I don't want her to like me, just respect me. I appreciate her for risking her kidney for her son. However, my husband says she won't change. Any advice on how to ignore her and be civil when she comes to live with us? I think you gotta take the high road, babe. You gotta take the high road. It just sucks because I feel like in these situations, I don't know how she is. I'm not saying that she's like this, but I feel like if she already doesn't like you, you know what I mean? She might take advantage of the situation that you guys need her. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm all for taking the high road up to a certain point. You know what I mean? Don't let it get too out of hand. But I mean, honestly, it's that's what your husband has to deal with and let her know like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing for me, but like I can't hear this forever. You know what I mean? At some point, you have to like just be respectful. So I just it's taking the high road, babe. Honestly, that's the only thing that you can do. I'm not reading that comment because y'all are out of line, and I don't want. I already have a ticket to hell. You feel me? I don't need more. Bestie, okay, another confession. Yep, I seen it too. I would imagine. I would imagine. Bestie, when I was 9, I heard one of my tias telling my mom stuff about me that I was a bad kid, and honestly, and how I was bad in school. And honestly, I was, but that wasn't her business. And so I saw her talking to my mom about how her man got her a new SUV. So I got eggs, hairspray, and fucked her shit up. No one found out. Good for you, bestie. Good for you. I love that. I'm glad you never got caught. Purr. No kidding. Front of the line, bestie. We are going to need some sage after this. For sure. For sure. Alright. Okay, Bessie, I literally cannot stand my man's primas. Backstory, these girls kiss ass to my father-in-law because he got money like that. Last year, my father-in-law remarried and he's married a younger woman. He's 54 and she's 31. Me and my man don't really get along with La Senora because she's a dos caras. They got pregnant and it strained the relationship between him and his kids. He said he wanted to keep the pregnancy low-key. Las primas hediondas ended up planning them a surprise general party and invited everyone but his children. This shit got me so fucking tight. So do you think I should fuck them up? Hell yeah, bitch! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Um, why are they doing all that? It's giving. It's giving. It's giving incest. Why are you so tight on? I never understood. Like, okay, so your uncle has money. What does that mean for you? He's your uncle, first of all. Don't forget that, babe. He's your uncle. Second of all, do you really think he's gonna give you his terrenos and his money or what? It don't work like that. He has kids and he has another one in camino. You're not at the top of the list para los terrenos, para la herencia. You're doing too much. You know what I mean? You're doing too much. Let's be fucking for real. It's giving terrenos vibes. It is, but it's like, come on now. Like, he's about to have another baby. You're not at the top of the list para la herencia. Honestly. Full circle moment here. Yeah. Yeah, literally. You see how shit be going down? She said, let me give you more tea. Ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Buckle up, buckle up. There's more tea. All right, we'll go back to her. We'll go back to her. Let's let her type out the rest of the tea and then we'll come back. So here's another confession. My sister and brother stopped talking a few months ago because my sister posted a picture where she cut out my brother's baby mama, who the whole family don't get along with. My brother didn't even find out or had said anything until a primo chismoso called and told him about it. So that caused my brother to confront my sister. Well, the primo chismoso's sister ran back to Mexico a few years ago without her man, but will never bring up why. Just says she left him. Come to find out, he's in jail. I did a little Google search and found out all of her man's dirty laundry. I feel like exposing it just because her and her mom and family have always been super problematic and like to humiliate people and feel better than others. I mean, to be honest, I don't want the bad karma, so I won't expose it. But me están colmando el plato. They've done and said some really messed up stuff, even about my own mom before. IDK, what do the besties think? I think keep it in the chamber. You feel me? I think hold off until it's necessary. But that's me. That's me. You know what I mean? But you do you. You do you. But I feel like, is it helpful? You know what I mean? I would wait until like a certain time. But that's just me. Yes, hold off until you're face to face during Christmas. Yeah, keep it for on the T, baby. She's still typing. T. Oh wait, she's done. Because my father-in-law added one of the sobrinos to the will because he was a bad cousin. So I'm assuming they think they're gonna get something. What gets me more is that his new wife kikis it up with those bitches. That's what I'm saying. Like, for what? Honestly, if I were you though, I'd be messy. Start. Oh, hold on, bestie. Hold on. If I were you, since they want to be acting messy, start a rumor, babe. Start a rumor that those cousins are trying to fuck the uncle. Like, just throw it out there. That way, you're putting up the new bitch against the cousins, and now they're gonna go at it because she gonna think y'all trying to take my man. Y'all trying to take my man. You know what I mean? Start a rumor that's going on, and then just watch it all unfold. You feel me? Don't be nobody's ass. Don't do that. I take it back. Don't do that. Start a rumor that they trying to get at your uncle, at the uncle. Yeah. Throw it out. Math is mathing. I would believe it. I mean, I would believe it. All right. Bestie, this is a confession. Oh wait. Bestie, I low-key think my mother-in-law wants her stepmom to RIP so that she can keep the house. She's always making some dumb remarks like, yes, beachfront property will be mine. Bessie, this is a confession. My stepdad would always yell at me, tell me what to do, make me cry. He was mean, period. Once I was so mad and frustrated that I grabbed his contact lens solution and filled it up with water. The next day he was complaining that his eyes hurt and that his contact lenses was not working. He stopped wearing contacts and only wore glasses now till this day. I feel so bad and want to tell him, but something inside me says, que bueno. Exactly. And that was like an innocent little prank. It wasn't that bad, Bessie. You're fine. Make a profile with the prima's pic and message the uncle. That's what I'm saying. Yes, we're taking it up a notch. Thank you, June. Thank you for adding on to the chaos because that's what I would do, honestly. Y'all want to be messy? Y'all want to be dirty like that? Yeah. Y'all want to be dirty? Let's be dirty then. Because why? Why are you doing all that? Don't feel bad. He's being dramatic. Yeah, make a fake Facebook profile with the prima's picture and message the uncle. Maybe Theo wants him too. Yeah, a little water never hurt anybody. June's smart. No, June is smart. That's what I would do. That's what I'm saying. Like, just throw the rumor out there and see what happens. And you know what? Sometimes when you throw unnecessary rumors out there, the truth comes out. The truth be coming out, bitch. I'm just saying. All right. Bessie, am I wrong for having dreams about my ex that I cheated on 3 years later? I don't think you're wrong. I think it's just happening. You know what I mean? I don't think that like you're doing it on purpose. Are you enjoying it? Then you're wrong. But if it's just happening, you know what I mean? Bessie, not sure where my confession went because it wouldn't fit in the box, so I messaged you the whole thing. Okay. I think I already did yours. I can't say which one because you know. But I think yours is done, Bestie. All right. Any besties know of the Salvadoras in Orange County, California, or cities surrounding OC? Let her know. Certified Salvadoras. My husband's family showed their true colors when he left to boot camp. Keep in mind. Oh, I don't think I read that one. What? I just want to say that you're looking for. Thank you. I'm pregnant. Oh, sorry, I got confused. I got wrapped up. All right. I'm pregnant and don't know if it's my ex's or his friend. Thank you for your confession. I hope all is well. And good luck. Good luck. I'm going through a lot. I'm just going through a lot with these. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Bestie, I'm the bitch that keeps complaining about her manipulative ass husband. My husband expects me to be happy all the time. I can never talk about my emotions. Anytime I bring up how I'm feeling, he's so quick to shut it down. This dude suffers from bipolar disorder, so I've been dealing with this shit forever. The mood changes, all that. I've been good at handling it, but now that it's his turn to take care of me and my feelings, he has zero patience. We have a 2-year-old son. My husband also works long days, so whenever our son and I do see him, he blows up on us. I'm just drained because I try sitting down to talk to him, and it just turns into him flipping it on me and always being the bad person. Yeah, bestie. That shit gets old. That shit gets old real quick. You're gonna get tired of it eventually. And you don't deserve that, and your son doesn't deserve that either. You know what I mean? So definitely fill out your options. Find any resources that are like family, friends that can help you just get out of that situation, because it's not gonna get any better. If he's not seeing it now, after you have already, given him a child, he's not gonna see it. That's just a man who don't give a fuck. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I know it hurts and it sucks to hear that, but you know, unless you're the toxic and you think you can change him. But men like that typically don't change. That's how they are. I don't know why they're like this. It's gross. Try medical help if it doesn't work. Peace out. Oh. Especially if he uses mental health. Yeah, it's draining. Like, our homegirl Kim couldn't even put up with Kanye. You know what I mean? What makes you think you gotta put up with him? I'm sorry. But you did what you had to do. If he's not getting it, it's not clicking. It's not clicking. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of you and your baby. Alright. My best friend and brother-in-law almost did it. My best friend told me details about him when I told her not to. Should I tell my husband? It's weird. Like, do I tell him, hey, best friend told me details and I didn't ask for them? No. Enjoy the details. Don't be a little snitch. Don't be a little snitch, bestie. If you got the details, good for you. Hold on to them. Cherish them. I love details with my friends. Um, TMI. But I know stuff about my brother-in-laws, okay, and my best friend's husbands. I'm not gonna tell them that I know, okay? They'd be embarrassed. But we know, because women talk. And men, sorry, another insecurity out there. We talk, and I know. I know how long you lasted. I know if you know how to do certain things or not. So when you are trying to act all big and bad in front of the friend group, we know you're lying. We know you're lying. Sorry. Bestie, I was SA'd by my grandpa and I've never had therapy or told anyone before. I'm so sorry, bestie. Definitely talk to somebody. Try and get help. If not, I know that there's like a bunch of stuff like online that you can do. There's a bunch of apps. There's a bunch of books that you can read. It's not your fault. And I really do hope that you get help, because stuff like that sticks with you and you have to heal. Even if you don't want to, you're going to have to heal one day. And I hope that, you know, it doesn't get easier. I'll tell you that much, because I have friends who have gone through similar things. I myself have gone through some things that I've never really talked about. Um, but you deserve to heal and you deserve to be happy. And you shouldn't have to carry that weight with you. You know what I mean? For the rest of your life. Definitely try and get help. I know it's hard, but please talk to somebody. Bestie, I was SA'd by my uncle and never told my mom. I feel like I'm never going to have the valor to tell her after they reconnect after a long time. I think you should talk to her, Bestie. I think that you should talk to her because she needs to know. You know what I mean? And you just never know. Stuff like that tends to come out in like the worst times. It's better that she hears it from you. You know what I mean? You having a one-on-one with her and letting her know what happened. And not only are you gonna get it off of your chest, but she needs to know. You're her daughter, and that's her brother, and she needs to know what happened. For your sake and for hers. If you can, Bestie. I know it's hard, but definitely think about telling her. All right. I think your mother should know, especially if it's her brother. Yeah. I think for both of your sake, just because you shouldn't have to, and that's another thing, you shouldn't have to be forced to be around your freaking, you know what I mean, your abuser. It's iffy. Sometimes it can go super wrong and they defend him. But you know what? It's better to know now than later how your mom feels about it. Or however your family member feels about it. Because I feel like it gets how do you say it? It gets swept under the rug. And there's been times where like people have to be, well, I had to be around my abuser one time, and it's just like it's uncomfortable, it's gross, and I feel like families should support you, and they shouldn't fucking protect these fucking gross ass people. I feel like the kids come first, and I feel like the victims come first. Quit protecting these fucking psychos, honestly. And it's disgusting having to be around family and them know what happened, and it's gross. Don't do it. And don't put yourself in that situation. Don't feel like you have to be forced to be around that person, because you don't. Yeah, it's sad. No, for sure. All right. Facts, yeah. I worked for a traffic law firm for my first paralegal job, and my boss was so rude. He would yell at me for small things, be crazy overall. I left the job because I was being paid $14 an hour, and I had 200 plus classes. But anyways, I left my old coworker. Told me the same boss went home to Florida, ended his wife. Wait, what? Told, but anyways, my old coworker told me the same boss went home to Florida, ended his wife in their mansion. He's a lawyer. Apparently, they were getting a divorce, but she wanted to. But I'm also on a Facebook group where girls post pics of the guys they are seeing for others in the area to comment on to see if there are red flags or if they are taken cheating. One of the girls there posted the article of the murder suicide, then said he was trying to date her and that he wasn't married, no kids. She said she was going to go out with him that night. He did that, but she canceled and he went home and did that. Well, I'm glad she canceled. You know what I mean? Thank goodness she's okay. It's such a tragedy that had to happen. That's super sad. Que en paz descanse su mujer, because damn, that's sad. Men are just ugh. There is such thing as divorce. Honestly, I don't see why men don't understand that. This is why my kids don't be in no one's house. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean, for your bebe kids. Damn, this is just going all sorts of ways. The fact that man can't just let a woman go and be free when they don't even want her. That's what I'm saying. No, she for sure deserved better. Que en paz descanse. All right. Confession slash help. I haven't had sex with my husband for months. I think it's because of his work schedule, or maybe it's me. I get into arguments with my mother, and to be honest, when he gets home at 10 p.m., I just want to sleep and end the day. He's a great father, but I think I'm the problem. When we were in Mexico, we had sex every day, and life was great. And once we got back here, everything went back to how it was. I think you guys maybe need like sexy time. You feel me? I feel like you guys definitely need like a little date night. I feel like if you guys were doing it in Mexico, maybe it's like mentally or psychologically just being back home and being in the same routine. Maybe you guys need to do something different. Because I feel like if you were in Mexico and it was like a different environment and like you were on vacation, it like spiced things up. Maybe try to do that. Because yeah, like it don't make sense. Y'all was doing it in Mexico. So what changed? You feel me? What happened? The Chris Watts case was similar, and it's so sad. It is sad. It is sad. Divorce. Let that woman go. It's the Chris Mexico air that be doing it. Maybe, but obviously it's not like an attraction issue. You know what I mean? Because y'all was doing it in Mexico, nothing was wrong. So what happened here? I feel like you guys are like mentally in a certain routine, or like something of being back here going to your old ways. You know what I mean? Bessie, you need to recharge, do stuff that makes you feel good. It can get easy to get wrapped up in work. That's what I'm saying. Like the routine of work and kids and life in general, and like sometimes vacation be doing it, honestly. Honestly. Get a day off, then go on a date with your man, and maybe that'll help. Yeah. Maybe take a nap. Take a little nappy nap. And that way when he gets home, you're good to go. Because naps are important. Alright. Last one, I'm going to hop off of here because I've been on here way too long, besties. Way too long. Last one, and then we out. Hey bestie, confession. When I would first go to my suegra's house, she would be low-key mean to me and call me fat. And my revenge was always throwing away little things around the house. She's a hoarder, and the house is full of unnecessary things. Like in the restroom, she would always have old ass small hotel soap, etc. And I would throw something away every time she was saying something mean to me. Now, 12 years later, we have a great relationship, and she would always tell me she would notice things would go missing in her house and didn't understand where they would go. And I'm over here like I didn't see nothing. She also always had expired food in her pantry, and I would toss food out. I don't have the guts to tell her it was me now. Don't tell her, babe. Don't tell her. It never happened. As far as we know, it was the duendes. I think you're fine. You know what I mean? I think you're fine. And what can you do? Oh, we have one more, and then okay, one more, and then we're done. You was just helping Blake. Yeah, that is a favor, low key, because she wasn't gonna do it. You feel me? She wasn't gonna do it. You helped her. All right. Now, for sure, this is the last one. I'm gonna get out of here. My husband's family treated me like trash when he went to boot camp. Keep in mind, I have no close family. I'm not close with my parents or my siblings. It's just me and my son. I gained a lot of weight this past year because it was so much. And on Christmas, my husband's family hesitated to give me my gift. And they started laughing and said, "We don't know if we should give you this because we're not sure it's going to fit." And said, "Try it on because we want to see how it." His aunts and family that were there for Christmas started to laugh at me. Fucking bitches. So that really stuck with me, and I got my shit together literally the day after Christmas. I'm not on a strict diet or crazy workout routine. I'm taking things one day at a time, but I'm focusing on what I'm eating, and I'm making sure I walk a lot. I've lost over 15 pounds and went down the size. I can't wait to get abs and wear the most scandalous outfit at Christmas this coming year and just watch them simmer in their hate because they're all closeted haters, and they really showed who they were when my husband left to boot camp, and it doesn't really get to me anymore. I'm just ready to make a scene this Christmas, as you should. As you should, bestie. How dare they? That's fucked up. Congratulations on losing 15 pounds. I'm sure you look fucking amazing. Yeah. Go big or go home. You feel me? Christmas? Let them bitches know. Let them bitches know. And honestly, yeah, put laxatives in their food. Get back when you get skinny, say it doesn't fit, it's too big now. Exactly. And you know what? Do the same thing. I'm petty like that. Like they did that to you, the ants. Get them a size too small. Get them a sweater 2 sizes too small. But oh, I thought, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I didn't think this though. They go low, you go lower. But congratulations, bestie. That's the best revenge. Mm-hmm. Cause that's who does that? It's giving mean girls. It's giving like the whole family ganging up on you like that. They're haters. They're haters, and they're not happy with their life because there's no way you do that to somebody. Be like, oh, les hice daño mi comida, perdón. Make brownies con lax chocolate. Exactly. Make some brownies, make some cookies, something. But put it in there. Have them all shitting on themselves for Christmas. And then dip, because you don't want to smell that. That's nasty. That's nasty. I know some of them are chubby too. Oh, you know for sure they are. There's no way. This is what I can't stand. This is me though. This is just me. Okay? What I can't stand is bitches fucking worrying about a big bitch, right? When I know damn well somebody in their family big. Like, don't ever come at me like that because I'm gonna find you, bitch. I know your mama big, your daddy big. Let me just get this off my chest. Let me vent real quick. I know for a fucking fact, okay? Ever since I've been on here and I get trolls coming in and doing all this shit because they want attention because they don't get it at home. Bitch, I know damn well y'all talking about me. I know damn well y'all not worried about what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, what my weight is, what my weight is not. I know damn well y'all's men's is fucking chubbies. I know they got the man fupa. I know they got the beer bellies. I know that they don't even have a haircut right now. I know that they drink Bud Light or Bush. I know that they get home and ni te pinche pelan. And let's be fucking for real, okay? Because I'm tired of you bitches. And I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't. I have a standard, and I hope everybody else does too. I have a standard when it comes to being a mantenida. Okay, living in a fucking little trailer park, okay, while your man goes and fucking does whatever the fuck he does, that's not being a mantenida, babe. A mantenida, on my standards, is that you have a fucking house with land and you got farm animals in the back, okay? And you got a fucking credit card that you can go swipe all motherfucking day. If you want to go buy Louis Vuitton, you can buy it. Okay? That's being a mantenida in my eyes. Alright? Let's be fucking for real. There's standards to being a mantenida. Don't just throw that word out. Just, okay? Or you got a little cabin. Like, that's a mantenida to me. That's what I think. When somebody tells me I'm mantenida, all right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you got a nice house. You got una pinche torre del año, okay? Your baby kids aren't wearing fucking whatever the fuck they were wearing last year. They in good clothes, all right? And you doing what you gotta do. That's what comes to fucking mind. All right? There's levels to mantenidas. So please don't come out here thinking you're better than bitches because you're home and some bitch got to go work or they gotta do this or they gotta do that. There's levels to that. Okay? Yeah, they be saying about it, but they only get taken out to king. But exactly, like chill out. Don't just throw that word around, babe. Because no cualquier mujer puede decir eso, and nobody's jealous of you. Okay, nobody's jealous of you. Nobody cares because we know what a mantenida is. Y'all throwing that word out like it means something. It don't pertain to you. Okay, and I know half you bitches is big too. So chill. Just be happy with your life. You really happy? Don't worry about me. Don't worry about my womb. Don't worry about me and what I'm doing. Don't worry about my man. Worry about your man. A lot of those women tend to be with bigger men to feel better about themselves. Those are the type that are so insecure of themselves that never had. No, literally. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm eating. Don't worry about none of it. Because I don't know who told y'all. I don't know who told y'all was living life like that, okay? Not the buff. Yeah. Because I know for a fact. Different mantenida. That's what I'm saying. Okay? There's levels to mantenida. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm literally like over it just because I work. I would love to be a mantenida. That's not in my thing right now. Okay? There's levels to it. I'm not a mantenida. I've never said I was. I wish I was, but I'm not. Okay? When I have a house and a troca del año and I ain't gotta worry about my bills and I'm literally just fucking on live shopping with you guys and showing y'all my hauls, then I'll be a mantenida. Okay? But I'm not. And you bitches aren't either. Otherwise, I wouldn't be fucking wasting so much time on me. Y'all are fucking weird. And I know your men's are ugly. Ain't no fucking way. Because if you were a real mantenida, you would not waste your time trolling me. You would be up in that house cleaning it. You would be doing something. Listen, I don't worry about me. Worry about you and your man. Exactly. In 2023, worry about you. Worry about your ussy. Worry about your man. Worry about your baby kids. Worry about your little fucking whatever you got going on. I don't like the mantenida life. It's boring. Good. Bessie, come on. You don't want to work. Working is boring. I'm just kidding. But yeah, please, and please don't get offended by that. It's not. I'm never talking to my lovely besties. Never. Anytime I'm going on a fucking rant, it's to the trolls. It's to the trolls. This is the first. I've always heard of mantenida in a bad way, like those who work and are independent are better than those that stay at home. I don't know. I've always, to me, let's just be honest. People who talk shit about real mantenidas because they want to be a mantenida. Straight up. Okay? It's not all, like, being a fucking hardworking independent bitch is not all that. And I'm telling you that right now. Okay? I would never tell a mantenida, oh my gosh, you just, I work because I want to buy my own thing. Bitch, that's sad. That's sad. Okay? Why would I go put a mantenida down? I want to be like you, babe. I want to wake up, okay, with my Nespresso machine and do pretty vlogs, okay? And I want to go to Target and Starbucks and TJ Maxx and I want to go to the mall and I want to do this and who doesn't? All right? The bitches who literally talk shit, we don't want to do this. Yeah, it's not. We don't want to work the fucking 9 to 5. But we got to, because that's the cards we've been dealt with. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with being a fucking mantenida. But literally nobody fucking wants to be out here working and being an independent bitch. And they tell you that they're lying to you. Okay? They're lying. They're lying. Yeah, you might not have to ask somebody for something. Okay, we don't get a fucking gold star for that. All right, it's rough out here. It's rough, and I get being a monthly that can be boring because you know you're fucking stuck at home all day. Bitch, that's what I want. I saw someone say they would rather work 24/7 than have a man pay for something for them. I was like, couldn't be me. Yeah, no, it is ghetto working, but let's be fucking for real. I want to be a real mantenida, not this fake mantenida these bitches try to throw out. Okay, you're doing something wrong. It's boring. Get something expensive. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't let these bitches gaslight you, okay? I can't stand it. I put my degree and I'm using it and love it. Good for you. I have a good to be a month. That's what I'm saying. It gets old. Sometimes you just want to relax and fucking relax. But if anybody ever tells you being a month, no, bitch. It's not fun. It's not fun. But you gotta do what you gotta do. One day, let's throw out the mantenida vibes. The real mantenida vibes. Not this fake shit. The real mantenida vibes. Because some of you bitches, y'all fucking swear. Y'all swear. I have a good career. Oh, yeah. I'm embarrassed of working. I always tell my husband he should be embarrassed of having me working 24/7. It's just, honestly, and nowadays, it's just not realistic, y'all. Like, me personally, we're recovering from literally getting my husband's papers. If like, when we think about it, we had so much fucking money saved up when we were getting his papers, and it all went to his fucking papers. And so it's like, you gotta start all over. Starting all over. And yeah, it's an investment. Now we can come and go and we can travel, but it's like we had that money and now it's, you know what I mean? So, and everybody does shit on their own motherfucking time. You don't got a house, it doesn't matter. You'll have one eventually. As long as you got a fucking roof over your head. A lot of bitches can't even say they got that. You feel me? Just keep it pushing day by day. One day you're gonna get there. Y las que critican, critiquen. Because I know damn well they ain't living good. Like I'm saying, if I was living good, bitch, you ain't gonna catch me on social media like this. You ain't gonna catch me wasting my time. Okay? Not like that. I'm gonna be cleaning my mansion. You feel me? I'm gonna be literally doing other shit. So, we'll all get there one day. Manifest, manifest. What's a fake mantenida? I'm not talking about my bestie. I'm talking about the trolls. Because I have trolls that be fucking trying to pop up in here talking about que las mantienen y que eso y que el otro about my man. I don't know what. I'm just saying, to me, a mantenida is like having a troca del año con una casa bonita. Con un terrenito. That's being a mantenida to me. I feel like if you're staying at home and you guys don't have that yet, only the trolls though. Never am I talking about my besties. Never am I talking about my besties. I'm talking about the trolls only. Las pinches hediondas, panochas guangas. You feel me? Those are what I'm talking about. If you don't have that, I don't know what the fuck you doing staying at home, babe. Why you staying at home when you ain't got a troca del año, you ain't got a nice house, and you ain't got a fucking backyard where your kids can play? So you're just lazy. Again, talking to the trolls, not talking to my besties. Besties do whatever the fuck you want. I'm talking to the trolls. How you on my thing? Y'all ain't got that yet. So you ain't trying to help your man or what? That's what I want to know. I know y'all not talking about, oh my god, yeah, from their fucking little CRV little car. Well, 2002, babe, get it together. Hey, this is okay. I feel bad for asking for stuff. I'm gonna stay at home. Bother when I ask, and he shouldn't. Bestie, the long sleeve rings and hot coffee too. Exactly. Ya, es una cosa ser mantener y es una cosa ser que te conformes con poquito. Okay? Be fucking for real. Not the 2002 CRV. Do they even make those anymore? I don't know. They fit the Bebe kids though, right? I mean, you trolls will know. Anyways, though, I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Again, I love all my besties. My OG besties that support me and love me. I love you. Never, ever on my rants am I talking about y'all. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't care. I'm not a designer, Martinina, but I get Lululemon money and my kids will be bestie, say less. You got the Lululemon money? Guess what? Is it Lululemon? What's it called? I don't even know. Lululemon. You're set. Got it, bestie. No need to explain anymore. Yeah, never ever am I talking about you lovely ladies. Never. Love you, bestie. All right, besties. I'm gonna hop off of here. Jacobo should be coming home soon. We're gonna get something to eat. I'm not going nowhere. I don't know. I feel like doing my makeup because I want to start doing my makeup again. But look how to fucking do my cut crease because like I have tiny eyes. But it is what it is. We'll get better eventually. But y'all have an amazing night. Have an amazing Saturday. I hope everybody gets a fucking tronco. Except you motherfucking trolls, bitch. I hope they don't get no fucking tronco. I hope que se te mojó la pinche canoa, güey. Y que no se le para tu pinche vato. Por mamona. Por mamona. Or you know what? Y si no pasa eso, ojalá. Ojalá que él acabe rápido, que te los eche en la puta cara y que se te meta en el puto ojo. Y tú no te hayas venido. Eso te mereces por culera. Yeah. I hope your CRV breaks down. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sorry, that was so specific. I apologize. I apologize. That wasn't me. That was Patricia. Anyways, bye, besties. Que vayan con Dios. Que Dios me los bendiga hoy, mañana y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amen. That's a little harsh. I apologize. Bye, besties. Amen. Damn, Patricia. How many lives we get next week? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, besties. We'll see. Ooh. Bye, besties. Love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe. Don't let these men get you. We don't need no more Scorpios. If you know, you know. Bye, besties.